nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can roll the image, make it flutter. We can change the focus to a soft blur, or sharpen it to crystal clarity. For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your television set. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to
420.
Uostarosta.
Huh.
Uostarosta.
What's he doing? That's odd.
Booster. Booster.
I'm sure I can fix it. I think.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Mud Zone.
Spooky.
Wanna get high? Wanna get high? Wanna get high? Wanna get high? Was that a party?
ho ho ho.
The world is flat. I'm here to ring the alarm with my puppet like charm, straight from the barn. I'm talking about Flat Earth Farms, cause most don't know. They think we live on a globe, a ball that floats. So listen and take notes, and take it to a higher plane. Immense yourself in all it contains, in all its glory, and flat earth farms can take you there. Open your mind outside the box. No more staring at NASA's Photoshop. No more moon landings, no line to ya. No more people standing backwards in Australia. Just facts and pure truth, planning straight to the roots. Flat earth farms help you understand. A magical place on a wondrous land.
The world is flat, and that's a fact. Tell your friends next time you chat. Let them know a ball ain't that. Let's stay playing with the baseball bat. Cause we coming at the barn, a higher place, the Flat Earth Farm.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know I'm friends with all those women out there. Woo! All the ladies in the house, throw your hands in the air. Woo! Yo, this smack I'm flipping, they send me back to prison. But my cash is tapped and I owe that back rent again. So I'm selling crack, even though it isn't legitimate. Lord forgive me, even though I know I'm a sin again. My rap's so cold, my flow is frozen again. When I get to spitting, it snows in Michigan. Overdosing off that Flint water. When I swim, my tongue explodes from those pus in the chins. And then my lungs implode from no oxygen in them. Looking like I got toxic shock syndrome. Mockingjay when he plays the gunshot victim. I got sick when the liquor store sold me food. Drop that soap, girl, you know I'm broken your mood. Dripping sweat, getting wet, we eloping in nude. Better hope I don't rip open your fallopian tube. You better hope I don't rip open your fallopian tube. Yo, I don't trust these Masons who've been placed in these high places. Why? Cause I know these Masons wanna see me placed inside these cages. Yo, you just a dick raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling Homo sapien. You just dick raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling Homo sapien. You just a Homo sapien. Yo, you just a dick raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling. Shit's going bad, just know that we go back in a nanosecond. Hopefully you listen to this fast and this slow to speak. Only wish that I could grow some wings like Jenna and fly so far away. In my park, on my radio starts to play. In a bar, spitting bars, sipping Chardonnay till the wheels fall off. Yo, we just lost the brake. Stop for a DUI and got locked away. We're drunk from alcohol and you got the shake. I had a like, oh boy, he just lost the case. Technology got destroyed and they lost the case. But you still believe in moon rock and rock from space. Yeah, they rock from space. Yo, I don't trust these Masons who've been placed in these high places. Why? Cause I know these Masons wanna see me placed inside these cages. Lies. I don't trust no Masons who've been placed in these high places. Why? Cause I know these Masons wanna see me placed inside these cages. You just a dick raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling Homo sapien. You just a dick raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling Homo sapien, Homo sapien, Homo sapien, vaping. You're just a Homo sapien. It's so hard to win when it's so hard to lose. Yo, it's so easy to lose when it's hard to win. It's so hard to win when it's so easy to lose. It's so easy to lose when it's hard to win. Yo, I don't trust these Masons who've been placed in these high places. Why? Cause I know these Masons wanna see me placed inside these cages. You just a dick raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling Homo sapien. You just a Homo sapien, baby, just a lonely Homo sapien. You just a dick raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling Homo sapien. Dick raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling Homo sapien. You just a date. Space is fake.
This could be it, Harry. Pass the word along. Tell the men it's time to shoot the moon. Shoot the moon! Not out there on the microphone. On the microphone. Shoot the moon. Shoot the moon.
What are we gonna do tonight, Singe Man?
The same thing we do every night, Boston Ray. Try to take over the world.
The world of science cares about you. Eureka! We found it. With the tools of science, we have invented, yes, hand sanitizer. But not just any hand sanitizer. This hand sanitizer was developed and approved by the Dark One himself. Here are a few of the things our product can bring you.
Sir, Bow Wow Run, he's my mighty puppy. Sir Bow Wow Run, he's my mighty puppy. Sir Bow Wow Run, he's my mighty puppy. Sir Bow Wow Mud. You slept. Warning, the self-destruct system has been activated. Option to override self-destruct expires in 10 minutes.
In your lifetimes, has anyone
ever worshipped you? Ever prayed to you? I know you're not the God you once were. And now is your chance to prove it.
Make me meet the God I once was.
And what kind of God is that, Kratos?
God tier like the God tier. Bringing war so the gods fear when this God's near. With a shield and a sharp spear. Any God here better bend the knee before I start bodying. God's clearing the path with wrath. In any habitat I inhabit that. Fill the halls of Valhalla with my battle axe. I fed Anubis so many souls that'll pass them back and ship them off to Hades. Every afterlife's at max capacity. Clash with titans till you crawling through the wreckage. And climb up Mount Olympus to get more of a perspective. Then I showed Zeus the word immortal is subjective. As I left him headless sitting on his throne to send a message. That long before Atreus I'm written in the ancient scripts. For spilling blood of any man, a myth who dare to raise a fist. When it comes to chaos I got exactly the blade for this. And when I'm done with your pantheon, you'll be atheist. Where my blades go, blood'll stain the snow. From Asgard to Olympus, I got them praying though. And they know that they better lay low. Because in a world of rap gods, I am Kratos. Because in a world of rap gods, I am Kratos.
We are not finished.
God chosen like the god Odin. As I'm gripping Thor's hammer and leaving these gods broken. We don't stop going, so listen up when this God's spoken. When I pull up, got all of these gods frozen in place. I ran a race to make it further from my darker days. Fate is written, all of us have got our part to play. Still I hunger for battle and keep a sharpened blade. Bottle up my Spartan rage and let it out if y'all engage. I'll single-handedly take Hercules and Perseus. Unleash my murderous service and send them to the Cerberus. I'm as unbreakable as Baldur's epidermis. And out of this world with this way of word, just ask Copernicus. Ptolemy and Galileo, go and grab your telescope. Snatch Orion's belt from him, wrap it around his neck and choke. As I rip the head from Helios, the sun will set for most. While I drown Poseidon in the river Styx and let him float. Opening Pandora's box and left the Minotaur in shock. Grabbed him by the horns and pulled him till his spinal cord just popped. They write my name in the hieroglyphics as Horus watches it, knowing that he could be next in a gold-adorned sarcophagus. Mummified, ain't no running wide of my animosity. No mythology safe from blades in the hand of prophecy. Inflict atrocity through the pages of anthropology that any mortal man of God could see. Kratos.
There he is. There's the god of war.
Chase the high until it fades. Better pace myself. Push my limits every day. Till I break myself. My time is on the way. Better brace myself. Cause if I didn't give this shit my all, I swear to God I couldn't face myself. I've been telling these stories about my life. My life. My life. Out around the campfire all night. Out around the campfire all night. Just trying to find my way through the moonlight. I'm just trying to find a way. I'm just trying to hide my pain as I hydroplane till my tires strain. In the left lane with a depressed brain. Calling my doctor up, hoping my meds came. Another panic attack, feeling my chest tight. Can't even see the road, losing my headlights. I know I gotta keep on pushing through it. And my therapy is making music. Without it, I think I would lose it. So gather round, listen up, cause what you know is not enough. Grab the blunt, fill your cup,
Let me tell you something.
Till the campfires out, telling stories till the campfires out.
Light the mess into the kerosene, show what life is like behind the scenes.
Put my soul up on the page as I judge myself. Cigarettes and cocaine, I don't trust myself. Drinking whiskey for the pain, and a blunt might help. Lacking self-respect with all the love I get. Why can't I find a way to love myself? I've been telling my stories to anyone listening. Better listen. I've done so much, but still I feel so insignificant, yeah. Been battling all these demons ever since my christening. Go to war with all these demons, but still I'm here and breathing, trying to find a reason why I'm breaking even. I should have more by now from all these tours and crowds, but it's just me and this bottle, so I'm about to pour it down. Fire gon' scorch the ground while I be telling my tales. Follow a treacherous trail, but in the end I'll prevail. I know I gotta keep on pushing through it, and my therapy is making music. Without it, I think I would lose it. So gather round,
listen up, 'cause what you know is not enough. Grab a blunt, fill your cup. Let me tell you something.
Till the campfires out, telling stories till the campfires out.
Light the mess into the kerosene, show what life is like behind the scenes.
I deal with afflictions by willingly filling prescriptions. I live with conditions that really don't fit the descriptions. My grit and convictions, the reason I'm still in existence. My will and ambitions, the reason I'm still in the business. Still, I just wish I could turn off the shit in my brain. The positive and all the negative, living the yin and the yang. I'm still insecure even when they be telling me, Webby, you killing the game. I feel like I'm still in the rain. I wait for these feelings to change. Fifth of the Jameson, I'll sip it away. Just give me whatever, I don't wanna deal with this pain. Simple and plain, I don't wanna bitch and complain. My life really isn't so bad, I'm making a living. It's strange that I'm even feeling this way. I gotta be tough for the fans, I gotta be tough on my team, I gotta be tough on my fam. People are counting on me, and I cannot fuck up the plan. Just give me a bottle, I'm fine, I'll bottle it up in advance. Don't stop and check in on myself, I just keep on moving ahead. My wounds never heal completely, no time for the bruises demand. I push it all down like society says I should do as a man. Don't know how to talk about it, but when written in music I can. This is the way I get through it, this music is all that I got. On top of that, I run a business, I need to be calling the shots. With all the pressure of that, mixed with the pressure of life. Got all this pressure that's pressing me, feel like my head's in a vice. I tell myself every night, I gotta keep on pushing through it. And my therapy is making music. Without it, I think I would lose it. So gather round.
Gather round, listen up, 'cause what you know is not enough. Grab a blunt, fill your cup. Let me tell you something.
Till the campfires out, telling stories till the campfires out.
Light the mess into the kerosene, show what life is like behind the scenes.
Don't wanna tangle, them boys get pesos, shotty on the dress, 100 racks on the tables, yeah. Tell them rookies get they guap up. You on the one, you better squad up, B.I. Don't wanna tangle, them boys get pesos, shotty on the dress, 100 racks on the tables, yeah. Tell them rookies get they guap up. You on the wall, you better score up, bitch.
Boss chill paper boy, getting that Keela money. They got on blast, fuck around and Keela cut them. Peanut butter lack, butter leather bucket seats, vanilla polo fitted to match. I'm a fucking beast, last ski in the 6-speed. And you screaming fuck the police, baby, I'm from Uptown. Never was a hustle wig, peeping. Every day I'm getting lifted. 100 blunts in my lungs, 100 proof in my system. 2 girls, 1 vicious. That's just how I'm living. Getting 4 faces by some Gemini bitches. On slaughter gutters, we stunting and something tinted. I had Maserati dreams, now we winning. Yeah. Ask around, them fellas do a big. My girls switch wigs when I wanna fuck a different bitch. Foreign coupe, no roof, local potent in the bliss. Money stacks make the sailor look lower than it is. And
you don't wanna tangle, them boys get pesos. Shotty on the dress, 100 racks on the tables, yeah. Tell them rookies get they guap up. You on the one, you better score up, bitch. You don't wanna tangle, them boys get pesos. Shotty on the dress, 100 racks on the tables, yeah. And tell them rookies get they guap up. You on the one, you better score up, bitch.
That Rico case getting harder to fight. Big face, more bottles, Bellagio lights. Pitting my re-up on the table, that's just part of the life. Devil regalado sideways like it's sliding on ice. Motherfucker, how you living? You ain't back of the line. We just cut away, we stunting, just embarrass you guys. Pockets thicker than the dials in the passenger side. She tend to suck me when I drive, so don't ask for a ride. Yeah, 5th gear, tear up the city and bad, I get it. You know I live it, word of Jesus is dead. I was young and wild once, and I'm a fiend in my past. A rock bleach, I'm a beast, every day is my last. Princess cuts on my neck, chest looking like glass. You was hating me then, you should look at me now. I'm talking yellow bottles, yellow models, push by the pound. 23 in them balls, and bitch, I'm putting it down.
You don't wanna tangle, them boys get pesos. Shotty on the dress, 100 racks on the tables, yeah. Tell them rookies get they guap up. You on the one, you better score up, bitch. You don't wanna tangle, them boys get pesos. Shotty on the dress, 100 racks on the tables, yeah. And tell them rookies get they guap up. You on the one, you better score up, bitch. Don't wanna tangle, them boys get pesos. Shotty on the dress, 100 racks on the tables, yeah. Tell them rookies get they guap up. You on the one, you better score up, bitch. Don't wanna tangle, them boys get pesos. Shotty on the dress, 100 racks on the tables, yeah. And tell them rookies get they guap up. You on the one, you better score up, bitch.
We're not usually ones that like to toot our own horn.
Yeah, you know you loving this. Green and white, green and white, green and white, green and white. Yeah, you know you loving this. Green and white, green and white, green and white, green and white. Yeah, you know you loving this. Banging threes like Ray, I never miss. Yeah, Boston rhymes with me. Now everybody throw their stripes to the sky with me. And when I'm at the garden, you know I'm rocking green and white, green and white, green and white, green and white. Celtic colors run deep, and we ain't stopping. Green and white, green and white, green and white, green and white. Pierce jersey got the kid looking mighty green. 17 banners and counting the mighty beam. I'm looking clean as I put the pedal to the metal. Got $1 million out of rapping, I won't settle. I need several. I got gotta let them know this is what I does. Got the city on my leg, you know where I'm from. Dorchester, Hyde Park, Mattapan, Roxbury to Rosendale, let's get it in. We coming out hard, you should take a listen. Girls wanting sex, cause I gotta be up on my fitted. We at the top of the hub, boy, expensive shit. No Empire State, Prudential bitch. Yeah, you know you loving this. Making grease like Ray, I never miss. Yeah, Boston rise with me. Now everybody throw they stripes to the sky with me. And when I'm at the garden, you know I'm rocking green and white, green and white, green and white, green and white. Celtic colors run deep, and we ain't stopping. Green and white, green and white, green and white, green and white. Don't matter where we go, where we come from, will never leave us. It's about the music, I just do it, but I rock Adidas. See me leaning with the top back, hit up a Yankees game with my socks hat. Win or lose, the spirit never dies. Been through it all, and I ain't never lost the pride. 2010, we walk around like who's cursed? City of the champs, I'm sorry, the truth hurts. Yeah, you know you loving this. Making threes like Ray, I never miss. Yeah, Boston rise with me. Now everybody throw they stripes to the sky with me. And when I'm at the garden, you know I'm rocking green and white, green and white, green and white, green and white. Celtic colors run deep, and we ain't stopping. Green and white, green and white, green and white, green and white. Leprechaun with the tilted cap. All green Chevy seat tilted back. We stuck a banks, have to tell her fill up the sack. This is my city, put it back on the map. Matter of fact, this is for the whole motherfucking state. So I'ma go hard in the motherfucking paint. If you rep your city and you standing in the crowd, put your threes to the clouds. Say it real loud, Boston. Yeah, you know what it is. You know I love my city, man. Yeah, you know what it is. Skiz, country, Big G, Sam. And when I'm at the garden, I see y'all rocking green and white, green and white, green and white, green and white. CG, the colors run deep. I love my whole team. Green and white, green and white, green and white. Yeah, you know you loving this. Making threes like Ray, I never miss. Yeah, Boston rise with me. Now everybody throw they stripes to the sky with me. And when I'm at the garden, you know I'm rocking green and white, green and white, green and white, green and white. Celtic colors run deep, and we ain't stopping. Green and white, green and white, green and white, green and white.
In your lifetimes, has anyone ever worshipped you? Ever prayed to you? I know you're not the God.
Well, here we are. We are live. How's everybody doing tonight? Singe, you there? Anybody still around? We had Andy here. We had Singe here. Well, how we doing? Most have a Nightbot. Yeah, I can program Nightbot to do a whole bunch of shit. What up, man? Yeah. Well, what else we got? How you doing? We're on 5 channels tonight. We're on 2 platforms, at least. I don't know, we got a whole bunch of channels going. IP Freely, what's up? Drew Duncan. Lala, how you doing? Daniel Becker. B. Hendricks. What else I can say? Patty G. Patty G, how you doing? Good to see you. All right, well, we're going to be covering some stuff tonight. I'm waiting for Singe Man, so give me a sec. There was a video that didn't play that was fucking weird. Let's get it going.
Go. Oh, hey.
Wait, are you here? Are you here, Singe Man? What's up? How you doing? How you doing today?
Hail!
Hail, Warriors.
Fix this up. Hail, Warriors! This is friggin' Sparta, biatch!
It is Sparta. This is. Hold on, I'm trying to get it to stop glitching.
No. This is Sparta. When I say it's Sparta, I mean this is Sparta. Like when you go out that door, you're going to war. Hey, can I have some coffee?
I know. I need to make a coffee. Let's take 2 more.
I need
minutes.
more coffee.
All right. All right. Let's take 3 more minutes. Who gives a shit?
Let's take 3 more coffees. Okay.
Yeah. All right. I like this. I like this video. I don't care what anybody thinks about it.
Look at there's bricks in Montana.
Hold on. All right, we got this. I'm making a coffee. Give me a second.
Oh, yeah.
Third force to Bavarian. Grandpa's from Uruguay on some Spanish shit. Skinny mustache, feeling cold chillin'. Play Mr. Rogers' neighborhood with a few women. Lived the block away till he caught a heart attack. I was so old enough to know he's not coming back. My first experience in death, ambulance was lady died waiting on his front steps. And that's how I lost my first BFF. The grim reaper been creeping around here ever since. I learned at a very young age that everything could just change in one day. We could be 1 minute or a second away from the very last breath that we take. Fill these lungs in my chest with the medical kit and get baked the whole lifetime ago. It seemed like yesterday. Listen. Young shooters running up the double bullet in the system. No justice, no peace. We at war with the beast. Freedom and death till everyone they honor deceased. Generation X, my teachers all talk to the beat. Rescuing my intellect from the jaws of defeat. Listen. We could be 1 minute or a second away from the very last breath that we take. Fill these lungs in my chest with the medical kit and get baked the whole lifetime ago. It seemed like yesterday. We could be 1 minute or a second away from the very last breath that we take. Fill these lungs in my chest with the medical kit and get baked the whole lifetime ago. It seemed like yesterday. My grandpa died young, was part of the 28 Club. His bartender married my grams. My father then ran to the street. His story I couldn't make up. Went from Sinaloa to LA, the city of gang. They say you can't stop or run from death, but really you can. First off, move out from where the killers go ham. They let off and shoot out where they push kilos to grams. They will put you in the fetal if they need you for the band. Fuck your plans for tomorrow, fuck your plans for the day. What you think is gonna happen right now, you go away. Everybody gotta pay back the body that they used to hold a soul the moment that they lay. Yeah, I really think that odds is something you play. Gamble with your life one day, you won't get away. Promise you, there's no time to shoot flowers when they homage you. Only if you honor your hermano, then the karma's cool. Shit, clean your mess up, you got time. There's no pressing on rewind. Get that stress about your mind right now. La muerte on the prowl, don't know where, don't know how, but we all go out. We could be 1 minute or a second away from the very last breath that we take. Fill these lungs in my chest with the medical kit and get baked the whole lifetime ago. It seemed like yesterday. We could be 1 minute or a second away from the very last breath that we take. Fill these lungs in my chest with the medical kit and get baked the whole lifetime ago. It seemed like yesterday.
I got stories, but they want bars. They want to see behind the curtain like the Wizard of Oz. Well, I got advice against the enemies to your cause, but you might have the hairline fracture of law. I don't wish them bad, but I don't wish them no good. Like I hope your car never break down in my hood. It's gentrified now, so you will be fine. But people get murdered in nice places all of the time, and everybody knows that, cause they finished my line, and these motherfuckers don't even rhyme. Shout to the people that were shot from behind. It feels different when you finish the climb. At the top, when you pick the knives out of your spine, you appreciate the lesson and the design, and you thank the ancestors and the divine. When you survive and continue to shine. I'm not gonna tell you how much time you have left. I'ma just tell you the clock is ticking. So appreciate what the fuck you have. Cause pretty soon, you ain't gonna have. Get the fuck ready.
We're back. We're back. How we doing tonight? Yeah.
Good.
Good.
Nice.
So.
Sure.
So how you doing, Andy? Where'd you go to get a pack of buds?
Yeah. No, bro.
How was your day today? Did you have a little trouble at Walmart? What happened? Do you want to explain yourself to everybody?
Okay, so like everything's fine, right? It's just a minor.
What happened? How did it start? Start from the beginning. Start from the beginning of the story. Go ahead. Andy, tell us a tale. I'll get your video up. Yeah.
Yeah, let's pull that up. Well, you want me to share a link, or do you think you can find it?
I'll find
Mr.
it.
Magoo. Magoo.
I'll find it. They call me the sniper. All right. Anyway, go ahead.
Sniper from Boston Field. All right. Well, I was heading into Walmart to get my kids some food and stuff, and it's called Church Road, and there's Butterfield Road, and they're like main roads.
Yeah.
So like I'm sitting at the light waiting to go. When it changed green, I'm in the straight lane. There's a left turn lane, and then next to me also is a right turn lane.
You want me?
It turns green. It turns green. I pull forward. The guy in the right turn lane continues to go forward alongside of me into one lane. So I put the brakes on and let him go ahead of me. But then I saw he pulled into the same lot as me. This is something right here.
All right.
Right after it happened.
So you got in a road rage incident with some guy, and then all of a sudden you pulled into the lot like, hey, I'm gonna go see what's this guy's problem type of deal.
I was like, I just wanted to tell you. Did you know that you run me out in my lane? You know.
I was on the phone with you when this happened. But anyway, just for the record, I was on the phone with him when this happened. So
yeah.
So basically, I'm on the phone with Andy, and he's like, I got to get off the phone. I'm like, why? He's like, this guy just cut. What did he do to you?
I was in the straight lane. He was in the turning lane. When it turned green, he went straight with me into one lane.
Oh, he was supposed to make a left or a right turn, and
he was in the right turn only.
So he decided to go straight from a right turn lane. Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch. So
and ignored me. He didn't even turn his head.
So did he
didn't even look.
Did he hit you?
No, I yielded to him because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Well, otherwise
you're getting hit. So then what happened? So then what? You gave him the finger or something?
No, I made my way to the grocery store where I was headed, and he actually pulled in like 2 spots away from me. So I whipped out the camera, and I was like, "Let's see what's wrong."
So he followed you to the grocery store, or do you think you guys just happened to be going to the same place?
He didn't even know. He didn't know he was in a turn only lane, and he went straight into the same place.
To what was going on.
Yeah, he was oblivious. He was like 2 hands on the wheel, face forward, but not looking at anything, just like driving like towards the side view.
Like Mr. Magoo.
Yeah.
That was my nickname in high school.
So what happened then? So then you decided to follow him into Walmart and record?
It was right there. So we're like, yeah, just, so I was like, all right, let's see.
All
so
right.
I wanted to ask him, did you know? Should have somebody run his plate.
He just ran me off the road.
Shout out to Scott Leatherrealm.
Hey, you know, you were in a right turn lane only, and you went straight, and I was in the straight only lane. When you entered over there.
He had me flustered.
When you came in
wait. No,
you were in the right.
Is that what he said? Only speak Spanish? First of all, it's Espanol. And second of all, that makes no sense. He just said, I only speak Spanish in English, kind of.
You were in the right-hand turn lane, but I was in the straight lane, and you were supposed to keep going straight. If you don't speak English, you shouldn't be driving. If you don't understand the rules of the road.
He's like, I don't speak. Dude, he speaks English because he said Spanish. He would have said Espanol. Speak Espanol. No inglés. No inglés. He's not doing it right. He's not doing it right. I know how to. What I know. Come on.
Wait, he's taking it?
He's lying.
No English? Do you have an English license? No license?
Yeah, you're right. His license must be in English. What does he have? A Spanish license? He looks.
I almost asked him, "Where'd you get your license in Mexico?"
And he looks Asian.
That's the plate. That's the car. Looks a little dinged up.
What did I say?
You got him. You got him.
But then I did a live stream when I went in the store, and he followed me. And when I saw him, I was like, "Are you still driving?" And then he came up, and he was like, "Boom, boom" on my shoulder, real hard with his finger, like hard, boom, boom, like from behind. And I was like, "Leave me alone." I'm like, "You just assaulted me. Leave me alone." And then I went under.
Do they make Spanish licenses? I don't know. I'm asking.
No.
I don't know. Someone saying not true, and someone saying a Spanish license, ha ha ha. So
I don't know what the deal was, but then he found me in the store, and he was like yelling at me in Spanish. And so I went under I was in the liquor aisle getting soda.
Yeah.
And they have a big screen camera of what's right there.
Andy needs a mic, dude. Andy needs a mic.
I can take off the headphones. You can hear me better.
Try it.
We're getting headphones with the mic.
We got to get you. Yeah, we got to get.
I have
you
headphones with the microphone, but I use this mic over here.
I got to get a new mic in, and maybe I'll give you my old mic because I dropped mine, but it still works. But it works good, better than what you got.
Yeah, it didn't change.
I'll probably just buy a new one and give you my old one, Andy.
I'm turning off the Bluetooth.
Sounds fine. Yeah, but we understand you. It doesn't matter.
You know me?
Sounds fine.
I need a new mic anyway for recording those vocals once Scott gets them done.
Oh, I can't do it.
calling them out on the stream.
You hear me now?
Western Union.
I did some vocals just so you guys can hear what I sound like.
Hey, so I got him on my live stream when he assaulted me.
Yeah,
he's like, huh? He's like, huh? Those vocals will never get done.
I'm like, do re mi fa
I don't
sol
think you
la
can
ti
hear me. I'm
do.
gonna put my headphones back on.
Do re mi fa sol la ti do. Hey,
Yeah, that didn't.
so
Yes.
a deer, a female deer.
So anyway, Singe Man, what you want to get to the point? You want to get to the point? So what are we looking for here? What do you got going on?
Ghosts. I mean,
You're gonna have to
towns.
just enjoy this microphone for now.
Ghost towns
Okay, do I really want to?
that
do
are for
this?
sale. You too. Okay. Is there millionaires in our group? Any millionaires out there?
Man, am I
Wanna
gonna
buy
get?
those towns?
Am I gonna get haunted after looking at these
Want to buy a ghost town? $1 million or less.
ghost towns
Then we
for
can
sale?
our whole group can move there, and we can live in a ghost town.
That's a good idea. So you're trying to start a group and move them?
No, I'm trying to start a ghost.
What's wrong with
I'm
you?
trying to start a ghost town. This town is going like a ghost town.
Follow the tribe.
All the clubs are being shut down.
Texas town for sale. 5
Too
ghost
much
towns.
fighting on the dance floor.
100 grand, you can buy the town of Lobo. Let's see. 100,000. 100 G's.
What? That's cheap as F.
Let's see.
Well, now see what the catch is. All of them have a catch.
Movies could be yours. Lobo is so small, it doesn't even pop up on a map, but it's just north of Valentine, Texas, and about 20 miles away from the border with Mexico. Lobo was abandoned back in 1991 when its water source ran dry. Now, despite being home to several festivals and events, it's back up for sale. You can be the proud owner of this ghost town for $100,000.
Dude, that's not bad. That's not bad.
We just got new information about 90 minutes ago about the teenage.
Whoa.
Dude, we would make that 100K back fast because we would have tourists come in.
That's not. Yeah, we would make 100 G's in no time with the shit that we do. Hold on, let me see. Like, we're so talented. We have so many different people. We have the most tremendous, wonderful, most tremendous, most best people and top people in their fields. I mean, tremendous, wonderful. I think this just might be the calm before the storm. The calm before the storm. All right, let me Andy, what do you think? What does the Bible say about the calm before the storm?
Well, he talked about, how people were eating and drinking and carrying on with life before Noah's flood. And now the same is going to be with the return of the apocalypse and Jesus' return. The people are going to be doing the same thing.
So Noah's like, dudes, help me build this. And they're like, psst. He's like, okay. At least I got a couple sons to help me.
We're getting there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're getting somewhere. We're slow going, but all right, let's see. I'm figuring it out. Okay. All right, I found a whole bunch of them. Let's go. You guys want to see what kind of towns, what kind of ghost cities you can buy for how much money? All right.
Yeah.
Abandoned Connecticut village auction for 1.9. Let's check this out. 1.9.
The sale of a ghost town generated hype and fear about its future. The village died along with its owner 20 years ago, but some say the remains are haunted by the man who just couldn't let go.
Oh,
Michelle Miller is in
shit.
the village of Johnson.
Wait. Hold on. They're haunted by the man that just can't let it go, but you're going to buy it? I don't know. Mudas? Sudum backwards?
No, that's cool. You just find out more about it and then just give him his own home. And that's part of the tourist attraction. Yes.
This minute is 333. This video is 333.
Connecticut with a look at its past and what many hope could breathe new life into the area. Michelle, I'm scared. Good morning.
I'm scared too,
Happy
Michelle.
Halloween, Gail.
Happy Halloween.
So creepy or charming.
They love
This
Halloween.
has been the talk of this town. An auction
This lady loves Halloween. She dresses up like a ghoul every day, not just on Halloween.
that many believe could bring new life to this place. That auction ended yesterday with a winning bid of $1.9 million. Welcome to Johnsonville. 62 acres of pristine New England real estate.
Johnsonville used to be the nickname for my house.
Population
in high school.
So this is a part of your life.
We grew up here.
Thomas and Brian Cronenberger remember this quaint New England village in better days. They helped to build it.
Look at that Antiquitech. Did you see that? Did you see that Antiquitech on the roof right there?
Starting on my own business, and my brother and I got together and created the restoration company.
They spent more than 2 decades alongside their father. You knew this place when it was vibrant.
Sidge man, why did you leave your brother there for 2 decades alone?
Saw it going up. Saw it when it was put together stick by stick, and watched this thing resurrect.
So to see it now, to see
Stick
it
by
in
stick.
disrepair.
It's like part of your soul. When it's gone, it's gone.
The town was the brainchild of Ray Schmidt, a businessman who bought hundreds of acres around an old twine mill. He shipped Victorian structures from all over the Northeast to this spot.
Hold on.
An old barn.
Shipped Victorian structures. I don't know if I'm
Twine.
Well,
Twine and string.
I mean, how structures can be moved. Don't get me wrong. I've seen them ship houses. But what did he ship a whole town of Victorian houses there?
Just to make sure.
Just
to make sure. It's
the
important.
home he lived in, even an old chapel. Tom Cronenberger Sr. led the project.
He sounds a little eccentric.
I was one of the few, believe it or not.
I'm not going to believe whatever this guy says.
I could
crisis actor.
talk back to him.
He's a genome.
Yes.
The man for the job.
Between you and I, basically, a lot of his ideas are screwy anyway.
Some say
he's probably a
never
real
left.
dude. He's probably a real dude.
Some people think this place is haunted.
I've heard that.
That's Singe Man's brother that he left there for 2 decades. Fucking asshole.
I've never seen it from that standpoint. If it is, then probably Ray would be the guy that was haunting it, because this was certainly his love.
Ray Bendisi writes on all things nutty in the Nutmeg State.
I haunted the shit out of them.
From the
Johnsonville
strange
Ray.
to the paranormal.
People love this stuff, so there's no doubt if you have a haunted, people are going to check it out.
That's
I would do all Andy, hear me out here. I would do all kinds of shit to them. Like at night, I would leave bologna on top of their cars on the paint.
So they're good to ghost circles.
I would throw eggs at all their windows at night, like midnight, from midnight to 4. It was like a constant egging. I don't
That's
know.
exactly what happened when Johnsonville's current owners, a hospitality group, put it up for auction this month. Despite the chip paint,
Every once in a while, random paintballs would just fly by them. They didn't know where they were coming from.
rusting metal, and sagging roofs, bids came pouring in. Realtor Jim Kelly says people saw the forest through the trees.
So if you're the winning bidder in the auction, you could be not only the owner of this 62 acres of bliss in New England, but the mayor of your own town.
Nice.
If all goes well.
So if we pay 1.9 million for a town, who's going to be the mayor? Who are we going to make mayor?
This place, the final sale will be a done deal in 30 days. The Cronenbergers, they just hope that they can get a second chance from the new owners to restore.
You know, I'm just looking at options. I'm not making anything set in stone yet. But
Dr. Kaufman could be there.
Look at this. Here's one that no one wants to buy. A free one. $0. Nobody wants it. We'll take it. Let's see. What is it?
Wow.
Getting on the property ladder is expensive, but it doesn't have to be. There are abandoned places around the world where you can buy a whole town or a village for less than the price of an average home in most countries. Okay, you would be lonely, but you could make yourself the mayor. You wouldn't have to worry about
That's like on the side of a melted cliff. I don't care if I'm lonely. We'll have enough people.
neighbors, and you could have parties as loud as you wanted. But even though
I have YouTube.
There you go. That's what I see across America.
Singeman, why did you leave your brother in that abandoned ghost town for 2 decades, dude?
He wouldn't take a shower. Once a month, he would barely.
Dude, he looked just like you. You missed it.
Just liked his own smell.
Yeah, I can see the resemblance.
some of these ghost
You can
towns
smell the resemblance.
they do come with some rather odd traditions, ranging from an abandoned village in Spain that's currently been offered for free, to a ghost town in Colorado that used to have a population of 2,000 that now no one is willing to buy because of its tragic past. So let's jump right in and take a look. Ibarza is a little place nestled deep in the woods of northern Spain overlooking the Minho River. It features 12th, 15th century abandoned homes, and living here would be so tranquil.
Dude, this is free? Like in Spain, we can just go take it? Dude, we could be like Masons and just rebuild it. Just look. No, yeah. Founded 2023. Levelhead plain. And we'll just have people build these houses back up, dude.
Just you and your thoughts, surrounded by nature and the beauty of the lush woodlands. And you can own this little village for free. That's right, it's been offered totally free of charge. Almost. There is a condition. The government will only give this away to someone that can present them with an adequate plan of restoration.
Dude, you know what you can do on a property like that? You could
Just make up
farm.
a plan.
You can make a lot of money. You just off the land.
And proof
You can maybe even like, I don't know, rent places out eventually.
for the funds that would be needed to restore this place to its former glory. It must be a good deal because so far they've received over 1,000 applicants, but they've turned every single one down.
Why are you
And while I
turning them
can't find the
down?
reasons why they turned them down or how much it would cost for renovations, I'm guessing they would like them restored to keep within certain guidelines of historical buildings. But they have said as soon as they see a proposal they like, one that's
Oh, so they don't want them to rebuild on the historical buildings or knock them down.
They want to
They want-
refurbish.
They want to leave the place historical, but they're trying to give it away. So what if you just say, "Hey, I promise I won't touch anything historical looking, and I'll just build the houses on level plane. Like we'll level off some areas where it's not historical, and we'll build housing."
Sounds good.
You think they would do it?
feasible, they're ready to sign over the 12 homes and the land they sit on free of charge. Lucin, Utah.
We wouldn't want to destroy any of the historical stuff anyway. We'd want to preserve it.
This 40-acre place is an old 1800s railway stop that's been abandoned since 1936, but trains still pass by today. There's not really much left standing here. It has slowly succumbed to the elements.
So basically, look, they're trying to tell us that like we're running out of space, and they got us living in these small little areas and like these cities with fucking train systems, and you can get everywhere within like 5 seconds, and like there's cameras on every corner, and they got us like living in cardboard boxes. But there's all this free land and open land all over the place. Like,
There's one dusty home, a phone booth, and an oasis of piped mountain water, a few grain cellars, and tumbleweed. And all of this could be yours for just $16,000. And so far, no one has shown even any slight
16 G's for that? I don't know. I don't know if I would do it.
interest in buying it. I know it's not much to look at, and most of it is on the verge of falling down, but still, it's 40 acres. I guess it is because it's so isolated and barren.
It's like how the fuck, like, you know, you'd have to like look like these people. I don't know.
You would be very lonely, and it would be costly to constantly ship supplies here, and hard to grow your own.
It goes underground. It goes underground. Look at that. That's underground, dude. It's like in the side of a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
In a root cellar or something.
Whoa, that is some deep shit right there. That
What
is
is that like?
That good. I'm glad you like it. That's your next home.
How deep does it
why?
go?
Why you got the 16 G's to throw down for this?
I'm gonna talk them down to $16.
Yeah. You should, because I wouldn't pay 16 G's for this shit either. But it's pretty cool.
In produce. But apart from that, $16,000 for your own ghost town seems like a bargain. Now it sits on the western edge of the Great Salt Lake Desert, and it's littered with rubble and old remnants of the area's mining past. People used
Mining past in Salt Lake, Utah.
Maybe it's the slave quarters.
I don't know, but if we made it nice, if we bought it for 16 G's, and then we sent out a bunch of people to fix it, and then you guys called me up and was like, "Ray, it's done," I would come out.
to come here and look for gold and other precious stones, such as topaz and red beryl. So you have the added bonus that if you did decide to move here, you could maybe get very lucky spending your days hunting for gold and possibly discovering a big golden nugget and striking it rich.
Yeah, show them some gold and entice them.
A lot of people
Yeah, it's like the gold rush all over again.
would pay a lot of money to settle down in a picturesque little town in the Alps, but the Italian government are willing to give you that opportunity
This is nice. The in Italy, dude. Now the Alps. Let's see what they're saying.
for free.
For free.
In fact, they'll even give you $10,000 for
They'll even pay you 10 grand. Let's see what the catch is.
doing so. Yep, they'll pay you to move here. That town is called Locana, and it's located in Italy's mountainous Piedmont region.
It's beautiful.
Do they take dollars though? What's the catch?
I don't know, but look at it. That would be nice for us to go in Italy.
Mhm.
You
Looks
serious?
mud-flooded.
At least the food's probably good.
It's quite a small place with a mixture of modern and medieval architecture, and the views here are incredible. Imagine waking up to this every morning. Life here would be almost stress-free away from the rat race.
yeah, it would. It's the perfect way to put it. I couldn't put it better myself.
Now, it seems like too good of a deal to be actually paid to move here. But there is a reason for that. The town's population has been dwindling for decades. Most of the residents left to look for work in big cities, and now it's a ghost town. So paying people to move here is part of the government's repopulation plan. But there is a condition. If you decide to take them up on the offer,
So the Italian government's doing a repopulation plan, dude. You heard
Yeah,
that?
they got cows. Let's do it.
I love cows.
but you have to agree to stay here for life.
Dude.
You're allowed to leave, of course, for
Andy, I gotta just picture this. You're driving to Scott's house, and you've never been out where the mountains are at, right? And then you see a mountain that goes like 500 feet up above you when you're driving on the highway straight ahead, and there's like 20 cows just at the top of the mountain, like 500 feet above you, like cows like that, like herding around on the side of the cliff.
Yeah.
I was like, how the fuck did they get up there?
I seen them with sheep, and then I saw a black sheep.
Yeah,
I was like,
black sheep.
"Wow, cool."
I seen the black sheep too. I seen the
Yeah,
black sheep. I was like, are they cows or are they black sheep? And some of them were black sheep.
Mhm.
Yeah, dude, I know what you're talking about. It was like a whole herd of black sheep.
holidays, etc. But this is where you have to live for the majority of the time, which doesn't seem so bad. It's a beautiful place where you'd have fresh air and outdoor activities such as ice skating, trekking, fishing, and rock climbing on your doorstep. If you had no commitments, would you move here? Let me know in the comments below.
Yes.
But you have to stay for life.
Actually, none of us have any real commitments. Let's all move there. I mean, what do we have? What else better? We all live our lives on YouTube. We just sit here all day and talk.
What if we get there and it actually sucks?
Dude, this
And
is
they're
what,
like, no, you shouldn't have come here.
this is what we do. We interview each other.
Yeah.
Like, hey, let me give Daniel Becker an interview today. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, dude, let's do something better. Let's just go and get a city and fucking live it up, dude. And not have to do any of the bullshit anymore. And just make our own rules.
There's a ghost
Like a monastery.
that's been disconnected
We
from
pretty
the power
much
grid.
like
It's located
we pretty much already have our own, like, you know,
Platos Monastery.
way of life, like the truther way of life. So, like,
Yeah, truthful.
you know, we don't really even need to make rules. Everybody pretty much knows what to do. Everybody's trustworthy. We'll figure it out.
location has been removed from maps, and the people who once lived there were forced to flee, leaving everything behind.
That red
This
boat,
town
right?
is called Wittenoom. It's an eerie place with abandoned cars and old.
No,
Isn't it
no IP freely. I'm in Boston. That's why my name's Boston Ray, because I'm stuck in Boston somehow for my entire life, and I'm never gonna get out. No matter what I do, no matter how hard I try, I'll never get out of here.
He's mud flooded in.
I'm trapped.
old buildings gathering dust, and no one wants to buy it. Even the government have given up on it, and that's because the air is so
You guys really want to know where this is? This is a picture that I took, and it's from the 99 restaurant in Charlestown, Massachusetts, at the bar.
toxic, one breath could kill you. In fact, it's one of the most toxic places in the world, and Wittenoom is so
That emblem behind me is the Boston Bruins hockey team.
far been linked to over 2,000 deaths. And that's because it was once an old asbestos mine in the 60s, and at one point there were thousands of tons of asbestos residue left in the area when the mine closed. And medical professionals say breathing in just a single fibre of asbestos could prove fatal. And it's virtually impossible to clean the area to a level where it would be considered even remotely safe for human habitation. Its estimated cost to even try would be over $1 billion. So the government just decided to basically
at
try to
that.
forget about the place and try stop.
Dude, look at all the layers.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Is that blue?
I don't know what it is. It looks like a moldy mushroom. What does it look like to you guys? I mean, what is it? The side of a cliff?
It looks like blue, a
people from
bluey.
It looks like Dr. Seuss woke up the Cat in the Hat and took a dump right there in their fucking cat box.
So yeah, no one wants to buy this for any price, but I'm pretty sure you could get it super cheap if you were prepared to live here wearing a mask for the rest of your life.
Whoa! No! None of us are gonna do that. None of us.
All that stuff, I'm pretty sure that's something that's scraping off and spraying in the air above us.
We do not consent. Is someone here? I heard someone pop in. All right,
we do not consent.
We do not consent.
There's a 5.5 acre town in France nestled deep in the woods that used to have a population of 200. And it features 19th century buildings such as an old clergy house, an abbey, a museum.
That looks like my neighborhood.
I think I have asbestos somewhere around. You know, my house is like really old, so you know.
I used to remove asbestos without a mask or anything.
Yeah, I was sanding some down in a few times. I'll probably die from it.
A fountain, houses, old art studios, barns, and shops, and they all now lie totally abandoned.
Asbestos.
This
a hell of a
flourishing
drug.
town called Bordin was known for its production of stoves and ovens, but it was abandoned after its last forging factory closed down in 1959, leaving no work for the locals. So they moved on, and it's been empty and left to rot ever since.
Who wants to throw down on a city? Who wants to throw down on a? We'll find a decent one.
Check it out.
But now it's on the market and available for purchase. But what would you expect?
I'm all in at this point, but I don't have much. But I'm all in.
Okay, me too.
To pay for a place like this, your very own 19th century ghost town, which probably does come complete with a few ghosts. Well, at first guess, I thought roughly around a few million, but I was way off the mark. This French ghost town could be yours for 100.
What if like we all crowdfunded this shit? Like, we need 150 G's so the flat earthers and the truth community can buy a fucking town, right?
We come up with 1,000, so we just need
people
149 more people.
People would donate over time. In like,
if we get 150 people, I mean,
if we had like, you know, if it was legitimate and everybody kept it legit and we had like a contract and it was like,
how many people are we gonna need?
We had the money in some kind of account where like we would spend it on the city definitely 100%, no bullshit, like, and everything was cool and everybody knew it, and we got the money together and we got a town, dude. That would be nuts.
$150,000. That's incredibly
So
cheap.
get
That wouldn't even buy an
$10,000.
average size home in some places.
Dude, think about
Here, you get
all the different occupations and all the different talents and all the different things everybody can do. Like, we don't
Farming potential.
We don't need
come up with a couple
we don't need nobody.
a whole town.
We could teach the kids. We could do everything we want.
I can build a whole house. So.
But there's a reason it's priced so cheap and a reason why so far no one has stumped up the cash. Even though they are constantly dropping the price, they still can't
We'll get our best teachers to teach the kids.
get interest. And that's because these are all 19th century buildings and they're in serious disrepair. The estimated cost of renovating this place is over $20 million.
Dude,
So yeah, that is a hell of a lot to
that I don't know about this one.
pay. But could you just imagine living here on your own? You could make as much.
This one seems
cost less.
This one seems a little too pricey to me, but I bet you you know, I could
Knock a lot of this shit down. Just
I know.
rebuild.
Well, no, that's what I think. Some of the deal is you can't knock the old shit down, but we'll just.
Oh, that's
around,
cool. That's
we'll
part of
just
the tourist thing.
We'll just build around it. Yeah, we'll have tourists come to pay to see all this other shit.
And we'll tell them about it and what it's really made from.
Yeah, we'll have people doing tours and shit.
We'll tell them truth tourists.
Yeah, we'll tell them the truth.
Much noise as you want, and even walk down the streets naked if you so wish.
All right. Let's see what other ones are up here. Inside a rare ghost town on sale. Let's see. Let's see if it shows up. It's gonna play. Maybe.
We're selling an entire town. I have been a realtor 14 years, and I have never met any other realtors who have sold a whole town.
Water Valley, Tennessee comes with 7 acres, 4 general stores from before 1900, a stock barn, a little creek, and no profanity.
No profanity. Whoa.
This one because it's full coverage, but
Jesus. They had to do that.
is
No,
profanity.
they added, dude, did you see that? That's crazy. They said no profanity, and then they run a commercial on me like that.
What the fuck is
See
profanity?
that freaking camel toe? Oh my gosh.
Fucking assholes. And that wasn't my fault. I'm sorry, guys.
That guy had a camel toe.
Jesus.
Please, don't forget to tip your waitress.
Alright, so, anyways.
Typical profanity commercials.
Alright, give me a second. I gotta get back on track now. Alright, you know what? Alright, I don't want you guys to have to watch me get back on track.
Yeah, let's watch it. I want to watch it.
I get right as block a lot. I might have smoked a lot of pot. Sometimes I can't talk. Sometimes I can't walk. Sometimes I can't leave at all. Sometimes my girl makes me want to leave the mall. Why can't I rest? Something always gotta manifest. Please, baby girl, put your man to rest. Yeah, the long day, bitch, and take that test. All we do is make records. And corny motherfuckers disrespect this. Now it's time to get a little reckless. I was going to say let's get a little breakfast, but it's dinner time. I never remember, never mind. I learn from the mistakes that I make. Why did they call me the snake? Wake and bake like the cake that I make. Or should I say shake and bake? I said before I made mistakes, but it takes a few times. Then I puke lines, do time over a new crime. Over just 1 or 2 lines. I'm a slow learner, Joe Burner. It's simple math, add and subtract. Listen to my rap, sing, have a laugh. Don't have an asthma attack.
My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. I survive. I survive.
Yo, rap money ain't fast money. When you ask people fake, but they fucking act funny. And that's funny, because they'd rather download it for free than to buy my CD to help support me. And that's a fact, money. But they love to listen to the dumb stuff I rhyme, then they let their guns butt like some dumb fucks. I might be a young fuck from Boston, not down south like young fuck. I know a white man that has a tattoo that says white trash under a dump truck. Hooked on phonics work for me. I was hooked on chronic perfectly. It hits a main nerve, but there's more to see. Like the bud with the purple leaves from a purple tree. It just means more to me. I'll beat your herb ass to the curb fast. I know when
my ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. I survive. I survive.
I've been down the road, wasn't an easy place for me to go. You know what I mean? Felt like I was walking through life barefoot in the snow. God damn it, this world is so cold. Gotta get a grip. Every time I turn around, I roll another blunt and take another sip. What the fuck is my mind? Is it stuck in a state where I'm thinking I'm still locked up in a cage? I'm waking up in a rage, but I'm free. So let me just do me, nigga. We gotta make it in this rapping shit, cause I'm used to the streets hustling and clapping shit. But you know what? If I ain't got nothing else, then that's just it. I'ma roll with it. And I'ma roll with it and roll with it until I'm in the dirt bed, cause shit I did.
My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. I survive. I survive.
Yeah.
My mic sucks, but I'll send it to you. Julio said, "Me 3, Ray."
So now that I know you better, now I understand the song better. That song better.
Yeah, that's me. All right, that's me and Pluma. Pluma is from Boston. He's my boy. I know him my whole life, and
And all those lyrics are about you, and actually true.
yeah.
Because we are the hard edge of flat Earth.
We are the hard edge of flat Earth. Yeah, say it.
And
We
that's it.
are the hard edge of flat Earth.
The edge of it.
I'm working on that shirt.
All right, let me put it up.
I just have the words, so, now I don't know what picture to put
So
with it.
people
We can
get
just put the words
so
up.
people get it. I'll put it out.
I'll wear that on a shirt, just the words. I don't need a picture with that.
Open your eyes for the folks.
Oh wait, what would be? I don't know. I've got to figure out a good graphic for that.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
What would be a good graphic for that, Andrew?
A flat horizon.
The
I
hard
got-
edge. of flat Earth.
Oh, that dude. That reminds me.
The
I
hard
have some.
edge.
I have some long distance photography from Jesse.
Oh, I got
Yes.
some more pictures of. Are we done with the ghost towns? But I do have a couple more I can show. But it's pretty
No,
much. the same
yeah,
thing.
yeah. Show what you got. Show what you
That
got.
are not in the United States. I mean, did you looked at the United States?
Oh no, I got Ghost Cities next, dude. You want to?
Oh, go for it, dude. Okay, mine were just
All right.
more towns.
No, but I want to see yours too. But let's just play this video real quick. But
Put
talk,
them in the
Singe, talk over
private
this.
chat.
I'm getting the pictures ready. I'm gonna play this.
You want me to read it?
Talk over this. Just talk over this, okay?
The skyscrapers are empty. The streets
Okay.
are no traffic.
So what we got is
silence emanates throughout the area. These are the scenes of China's ghost cities.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You want me to talk while he's talking? I see.
Or
Yeah,
evacuated
yeah.
cities
Add
from
to
a
the
zombie
video.
or nuclear
Okay.
apocalypse movie.
So
but nobody even lived here.
let's-
in the
okay, I'll
first
add
place.
to the video. Let's add some
China's
color to it.
economic plan to build into
Wow.
oblivion has transformed
COVID
it into the
reset?
world's
So
second
that's some
biggest
nice camera
economy
work
in a short
with
space
the,
of time. But do these empty
That-
cities show
what
the
they call that,
ugly side of
GoPro.
this
This is a
economic
completely
plan?
empty city.
Let's take a look. Number one,
In-
Ordos. The whole
Ordos.
city feels like a
Uh-oh.
Look at it.
post-apocalyptic space station straight out of a science fiction
Shit.
movie. The
What
words
happened to their
of
dome?
photographer Raphael Olivier.
Look, this car's
When
only
speaking
couple.
about the Chinese ghost city Ordos in northern China. In the early 2000s,
Oh, I've heard of this.
China experienced a coal mining boom and was awash with cash. Expecting a
Yeah, I
huge
have heard of
economic
this
boom,
one.
they built an entire new city named Ordos, which was anticipated to be the
So
home of 1
it's just
million.
waiting.
Do you
10
actually
years
believe
later,
what they
hardly
found?
anyone had
Look
moved
at that.
over.
See that one on the top
Ordos
left?
New
I want that one.
was very
I called
close
it.
to
It's
Ordos
mine.
Old Town, which
Can't
was
have it. I
already
called
a
it.
thriving town. There was no need to make this
I
place
mean, not the
home,
room, the whole
and who wants to
building.
live in a ghost town?
What if
Most
there
of
was
the
people
who
here
settled
and they
in
did
Ordos
something
Old
with the
Town were
people?
migrant workers. and
Yes, I'm not
government
buying their
officials.
story.
And government offices were moved near Ordos in order to encourage
It
them
was-
to
it was
live
built
in this empty place. The
for a
whole
reason.
city is one big investment plan gone wrong.
Uh-huh.
80 to 90% of the apartments in this city are owned by investors who
Because
have
you
held
don't
onto
build
them
it.
and are hoping to make money off them in the
People
long
would be
term.
moving
They are
in
also investors who are
as
so
you build a
wealthy
block. You
that
fill
they do
that
not
people,
need to
and you
budge
start
and
building
lower the
another block.
price.
And you fill
By
that block of people. You know?
2016, China decided to lower its expectations in hopes that Ordos
That would take too
would
long
be
to build
home
that.
to just 300,000 people.
Who built
But
it?
a combination of high taxes and poor construction meant that still nobody
This
wanted
is
to live there.
crazy.
By
Previous
2016,
civilization.
only 100,000 people lived there, so even their lowered expectation of housing only 300,000 people were clearly
So
not low enough.
can we buy a ghost city?
And this is a nationwide problem.
Yeah.
In China,
Let's check that
there
out.
are
Let's see.
65 million
Yeah.
empty units.
Oh,
Look
man,
at
That
in
is
the United
enough to
States.
house the entire population of France. These
They did it on
empty
purpose.
units could even home at least
Something's going on there.
25%
Is
of
my-
its homeless
is
What do you think,
population
chat?
of 300 million. The reason why there are so many homes is
This is crazy. All right, so I think I got the link in. Let me see. Yeah,
Mhm.
good. All right, cool. All right, so this is crazy because like, dude, like there's these cities supposedly in China. We don't know if it's real. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on in China for real. Like we don't even know if China's really where they tell us it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for all we know, but if they do have these big crazy cities in China, that's nuts.
is that China's middle class views property as a safe investment.
Yeah, I'm not
They are
seeing any
allowed to invest
cities
outside of China.
in the U.S.
All right. Is there anyone in China listening that can chime in?
Having more
Chime
than
in
one
from
home
China.
is a safe way of keeping your
Please.
life savings intact.
What
and
if there's like
invested in
actual portals to like
China's real estate sector is also a huge part of its
the ghost
economy.
realm?
The country
Now there's
wants to
almost
continue growing its
4,000
economy, so it also needs to
ghost
continue growing its real
towns
estate
in the USA
sector.
for
And the
sale.
only way to
Whoa,
continue
whoa,
growing
whoa,
its
whoa!
real
Hold on,
estate sector
hold on.
is to
4,000 ghost towns for sale.
In the
Dude.
USA, yeah.
Dude, we could find one. We could find one that would really.
I know.
That
Come
would
on.
really work. Out of 4,000.
It'd be cool if it had cranes like that
building
too.
and
That'd be
building.
cool.
In the center of Ordos are two horse statues.
Who? All right. Who's with us? All right. If we get them to include the double horse statue in the middle of our town, who's with us? Who's ready to throw down on this?
Representing the traveling nomadic culture of its region. It turns out they want to travel anywhere but here. Number 2, Junming's Ghost Neighborhood.
Whoa! I didn't need to see that. Come on, guys. Google, you're killing me. They're doing it to me on purpose. They're busting my chops. All right, let's do this.
The phrase ghost cities doesn't always apply to what's happening in these areas. What often happens is that there are ghost neighborhoods within a city.
I don't care. The commercials are kind of funny when they mess me up. It's like they're throwing curveballs at me.
Junming is a
And I'm bobbing and dodging and weaving while I'm driving straight ahead.
city with a population size of
Yeah, that makes you a better
3.
boxer.
But there are certain neighborhoods
While you're
where there are
practicing.
little
It gives
or
me
no
rhythm.
people to be seen.
It keeps me
Not
on my
much has
toes.
happened in Sunshine City.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Junming.
yeah.
In fact, the most exciting thing that happened inside the city was in
What up,
2021
Magavelli?
when 15 skyscrapers were demolished, having stood unfinished for several
Whoa!
years.
Look at that.
That's why they
Construction
build them
started
so
in
they can tear them down.
2011, but the developer ran into debt and buildings simply halted in 2013. Also in Junming is Evergrande Spender City, which is a group of buildings meant to house 60,000 people. Although official media outlets claim that
60,000
30,000 people live there,
Do we even have 60,000 people in our community? We might.
No.
No.
I don't know.
No, probably.
We could get them though.
Probably.
all of the shops and stores were
We need that
closed,
many.
as well as its kindergarten and
Whoa.
hospital. And Evergrande
Let
is
me
the
ask you
name of-
this: is there any Truther channels that have 60,000 subs? Yeah. Well, Martin has about what, like 20 or 40,000, right?
Well, there's over 4 million flat earthers in the east.
In the Blue Dot app, how many? does
No,
this-
in the east.
How many flat earthers registered in the Blue Dot app? Can you check? Do you have it?
Muslims believe in flat Earth. A
Can
lot
you
of
check?
the- a lot of the religions.
Can you check how many of them registered? All right.
Yeah,
let me-
checking.
All right.
10
let me-
says.
Oh, 10 around you.
Okay.
one of China's biggest property
I
developers.
don't even know you asked.
who
What
has
up-
currently
what up,
racked up
Rasta?
mountains of debt. The developer
Oh,
owes
yeah.
$300 billion
I
of
think I
debt,
did.
which is more than the GDP of Portugal.
Yeah, I sent
They
Rasta.
have just
I
continued
sent you the
building,
link.
and the debts have continued piling up.
Rasta.
Tianducheng,
Listen.
China's Paris.
We could use the Blue Dot app to get people to move to these places with us.
What is the Blue
One of
Dot?
the most peculiar ghost cities is Tianducheng. The idea of living inside a city inspired by Paris in China seems like a great idea. The
I heard
only
about
problem
this
is
one.
they were not only inspired by China, they simply replicated it. If you
Rasta Bear, get your ass on here. All right, Rasta. If they included the 4 horsemen thing in the middle of the town, would you throw down? Would you throw in? Are you all in with us on this or what?
saunter through Tianducheng,
I said Muslims, but I meant
Parisian
Jain.
facades and
Because
lovely
the Muslim
cobblestone
religion
streets
is rooted
without
from
any
Jain.
hint of subtlety.
So is Hindu,
They
so
have
is
also
Sikh.
literally recreated the Arc de Triomphe,
Right now, there's over 4 million
Champs-Élysées,
Jains
and the Eiffel
practicing
Tower.
Jain.
This has been known as
And they are
duplex,
full-on
where
flat.
you make exact replicas of historical
So there's
landmarks.
4 million
To some
flatties right
people,
there. Bam.
This looks quite tacky, but to others, it's a way of visiting Paris without traveling too.
I mean, you know, not everybody's a flat earther, so it doesn't have to be like just limited to flat earth.
I doesn't. I know.
Well, everybody, everybody's a flat earther. They just don't know it.
No, I'm saying it don't have to be flat. But there's 4 million flatties right there that are truthers.
We'll convert them.
Truth
We'll convert
seekers.
Too far.
Truth
The
speechers.
town's original plans were to have 10,000 residents. In 2021, they had 10% of this figure.
I would like to prove
Most
it's
of
a
the
globe
people
because then
are
I'd make
various
it.
visitors
copies
owned
of
by
mud
Shanghai.
slugs.
I could
So
prove
while
it's a
it
globe.
is
I could make
city,
2
Tiantai
bitcoins
Chong
right now.
is
Oh,
so
yeah, we
committed
should
to
definitely-
replicating Paris that the cost of property.
Dude, we should definitely find like the most mud floodiest building and call it Mud Flood Manor, and that's where I'll stay.
In this area is
Yeah.
also incredibly expensive, and not many people can afford to live there. And of course, Paris is something you can't just replicate. Number 4, Ujiapu, China's Manhattan.
So
Ujiapu was China's attempt to replicate Manhattan.
did they just say, all right, so China replicated Manhattan, China replicated Paris, and it's just empty?
This is what?
That's what they're saying. Yeah, look, this is a replication of Manhattan in China.
This is the new reality that we have come into.
The other one was a replication of Paris in China, but it's
Mhm.
empty.
They probably do that for hoaxes and stuff. Like, look what happened in Paris. It's like, oh, it looked like it was in Paris.
Oh yeah.
A promo video for Ujiapu leads with a mocking description of major American cities. What an incredible skyline. Thank goodness it's missing the tons
It
of
looks like
homeless
CGI,
people,
though.
drug addicts, graffiti, trash, street gangs, and ragtag street vendors. And the video is technically correct. There are no
Ragtag
homeless people,
street
gangs,
vendors?
or drug addicts.
Come on, you need the ragtag. You need those ragtag street vendors, dude. Sometimes, like they get the shit on the cheap.
The problem is that there is not much else there either. There is no rush hour traffic of people going to and coming from work. The streets are not littered with crowds, and the buildings are the only thing that resembles modern day Manhattan.
They're trying to get all the old time
Shout out to all the ragtag street vendors.
in
In May
Boston.
2021,
Let me ask you a question. You think all those old time pictures of the old world where they don't have people in the town
unfinished office buildings
are
and a
just ghost
shopping
town
mall and
pictures?
IMAX cinemas that both
Yo, check this out.
The situation was
Shout out to all the ragtag street vendors in Boston. You know who you are.
Dude, I go looking for the ragtag street vendors on purpose. Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
dramatically
we need
so.
them.
And
Yes.
Number 5, Thamestown, Shanghai's London.
All the businesses in
Shanghai.
Mudflat
Where
Village
China's
will be
attempt to replicate London
ragtag.
has also been abandoned. Welcome to Thamestown.
Dude, they would move here.
Well, Tiantu,
You can get the I can get the ragtag street vendors to move here if you want.
Yeah, there you go. Good call.
If you want them to, I can go talk to them.
Shaw tried to replicate Paris. Thamestown
Build
has
it,
borrowed
they will
bits
come.
and pieces from merry old England.
Dude,
There are the iconic
Ragtag market.
just tell them they'll make ragtags of money.
red telephone
And they'll
boxes,
show up.
fish and chip shops, English pubs, and walkways which resemble Victorian and Edwardian England. But when you walk through the town, it's not exactly Piccadilly Circus. Most of the streets are empty and a lot of the shops have closed down. The small town was designed for students and university workers, but none of them could afford to live there. And none of the property owners are willing to lower their price. So Thamestown remains like the scenes in
Wow, look at this place, dude.
the
I
zombie
thought I
movie
saw it
28
also.
days later.
28 days later, it looks like the movie because they probably filmed the movie there.
Oh, remember that
Number
movie?
6, Chenggang. There are ghost cities, but there are
Chenggang?
also recovering ghost cities. Chenggang was a ghost town that managed to escape its post-apocalyptic setting.
What up,
In
Jellyhead?
2003, Chenggang was
Thumbs
transformed
up.
from
Everyone,
natural
thumbs up.
farmland
Everywhere.
to
Chenggang
mountains.
is an American classic.
2013, the place had built a city nobody.
Just so you know, right now we were on 5 channels. We were on 4 YouTube channels and 1 Odyssey channel. So
Did I manage to get mine up there? I think-
wherever you are listening to Late Night Live tonight, thumb it up and share it and post it.
Wanted to live in. But today,
I think I put my
Chenggang
destination
is
on.
only a ghost city.
I don't know if I did it
No,
right.
you didn't have
As
to
the
do
city
it.
has
I already did it for
transformed into a
you.
living space for students.
Oh, that's why I was
A
having
cluster of
trouble.
7 college
Skaters!
Don't worry about yours. I took care of yours and then I added mine. on.
Skaters! Skater die, skater die, skater die.
which has bred
Boom,
new life
baby!
into the area. The city is by no means full or anywhere near as
Bearsworth.
dense as a big city. But bit by bit, the
We're gonna
place is
allow
gradually
skateboarding in our
transforming.
city.
There are night markets, street vendors, and young people socializing on the weekends.
Nice.
International stores such as H&M and Zara have even set up shop in this city too. Number 7, Pudong.
Pudong.
And there's nothing holding you
No,
back.
there's nothing holding
What
me
would
back.
your thing be?
What would my thing be? I don't know.
Mud.
Travel experiences at getyourguide.com.
There is nothing holding me back. There's nothing holding any of
We'll
us
give
back.
China space.
Do what you want to do.
Do you feel like doing some
What was deemed China's
some
first
troll
ever
hunting?
ghost city? Pudong is just outside Shanghai.
Why, we
You'd
have-
probably be in charge of all the mystery.
What do you mean
You'd
troll
probably-
hunting? Why? We have trolls? We have something going on? What?
Troll hunter extraordinaire.
What?
Dun, 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 dun. That's the next shirt. Troll hunter extraordinaire.
I'm not paying attention to the chat. Why? Someone trolling me?
Shanghai and was destined to become a
I
brand
have to
new
go look.
financial district. This city was built in the 1990s and was sneered at by critics all across the world. In 1998, during the Asian financial crisis, this city's skyscrapers had a vacancy rate
Look
of
at that huge mercury
70%,
ball.
and construction was
No.
halted in some sites.
It looks all right to me.
The famous economist
Yeah.
Milton
I don't
Friedman
care,
described
whatever.
the city as, quote, a status monument for a dead pharaoh on the level of the pyramids, end quote.
Milton?
And for a number of years, their critics were right. In 2013, 60 Minutes did a report on this city, which read, quote, "We
This
discovered
hour is
that
brought
the
to you
most
by
populated
60
country on
Minutes.
Earth is built with houses,
Get it?
districts, and cities with no one in them. We found what they call a ghost city of new towners with no residents, desolate condos, and vacant subdivisions uninhabited for miles and miles and miles. They're building cities. Giant cities are being built with people not coming to live here." End quote. But behind the scenes, China were desperate to transform this city's fortune. By 2005, the Shanghai government made government-owned banks relocate to this city, and international businesses were given perks for setting up here too. It was a slow and steady period of growth, but today the place is much different. In 2022, Pudong's annual GDP topped $400 billion and is a world away from its ghost city status.
I want
In
to see the
fact,
before
its
and
occupancy
after.
rate is actually higher than Midtown Manhattan. So it will be interesting to viewers watching this video in 10 years' time to see what ghost cities are left in China. We'll be happy to stand corrected if any of these ghost cities ever change. But until then, China's ghost cities and neighborhoods remain an uncomfortable consequence of the country's monumental growth. Thank
Oh,
you so
people
much for
already
watching.
build them.
If you enjoyed the video, you can help us out by liking the video and subscribing to our channel.
So they're just saying that they built them and no one came, but really they had
Right.
people and they got wiped out, and now they're just
This
showing them.
mega city
that
was
no one
built
came.
for millions of people,
Yeah.
but its massive streets are still almost empty, and Egypt is building another.
The thing is, I know I had a scroll name I choose freely before, but I still gave him the benefit of the doubt. I still gave him a ranch. Why are these mega cities? You know, it's just messed up. You just try to treat people like normal human beings. They take advantage. You know, you give them an inch and they take a mile.
Mega city from scratch in the
And then what you got to do is put a stop to that.
middle of the desert, soon
5
to be home to
centimeters,
6.5 million people, and the tallest skyscraper in the world. As of today, no one moved in yet, but will they manage to fill it with people? And then there are plans to move Jakarta, one of the largest cities in the world, to this still empty plot of land in the jungle. So what's going on here? Why are countries building entirely new cities from scratch?
Why?
Today,
Let's
we want
get the
to dive
jungle one.
into what is actually
Why? Why are they doing this?
happening in these strange cities and explore whether these
pyramids.
new planned cities are succeeding or failing. Let's start off with Naypyidaw, the new capital of Myanmar. This brand new capital city was built from scratch between 2002 and 2012. Today, it is Myanmar's third largest city by area and has everything a city needs. Yet it has become known as an eerie ghost.
Jesus, I don't know. You guys, people are enjoying it. We have people. All right, let's keep
Capital.
going.
Far fewer
All
people
right,
live in this
rock
city
and
than
roll.
expected,
Hey
and
man,
apart from its
Spicoli.
distinct lack of people, its
Look at
purpose
that
is
thing.
also
Spicoli.
quite mysterious. The official reason for building Naypyidaw is that Myanmar's former capital
there.
city, Yangon,
Main
is
power
overcrowded
source.
and has
That looks
lots
like
of
some-
land,
that looks
but
like a
there
serious
is some
piece of
evidence
tech.
that suggests
Kill it
that
Maybe
again.
it
the
actually,
reason
yeah.
for building this strange
Maybe
new
it's
capital
causing
may
God
actually be
power
a strategic
or
military
dark
move.
power.
For example, the construction of
Military,
the city
like-
was kept a secret for a long time,
CERN power.
while about 25 construction companies quietly built the city for roughly
What?
$4
That's
billion.
huge.
Then
Wow.
suddenly, in 2005,
That's
the
certain
government
size.
announced that it would
Yeah,
move its
keep zooming
headquarters
in.
320 kilometers away from
Look at
Yangon to
that.
this
He could
new
drive
city
nice
where
on that
barely
one.
anyone can live.
Just tear it up
But
like
there's
100
more.
miles
The
an hour.
location of the
Easy.
city is very remote, with poor access to the sea, which makes it
When do we
difficult
get
for
it?
enemies to invade the capital.
Nappy.
So the
Gotta
road
be-
system
Nappy,
is be laid out in a very inconvenient way,
You
which
little
makes
nappy
it
boy.
difficult to get from one part of the city to
I gotta
another.
charge
There's
my-
also
I don't
a
got any hair. I'm
20-lane
not
highway
nappy.
large
gotta
enough
charge
to
my
serve as a
nutsack.
runway.
Look at that.
for
Nice.
aircraft.
Ooh, there's one car.
Move may not only be for defensive purposes.
I got the nappy
In
hair.
the past, the
Where's the
surrounding
hospital?
regions of Naypyidaw were difficult for the
Because you're
government
going to get a lot of car
control,
accidents.
so
Too
the
much time in
location of
that.
its new capital is supposed to improve the government's control over these central areas. Overall, Naypyidaw seems to be the strangest capital city in the world. Although the population is now growing by about 6%
Julio.
annually, the total
Lua.
population today is still only around 750,000
Oh, yeah,
people.
totally.
This
Yeah,
number
I
is
agree,
far
yeah.
below the 9 million people that the government had originally planned for Naypyidaw. But strangely, Myanmar was not the only country that decided to move its capital city
So,
in 2002.
Yeah.
Too bad the world's
Korea,
overpopulated,
Sejong
right?
Administrative city was first
Too bad there's an
proposed in
overpopulation
2002
problem.
to combat the
I know,
uneven
right?
economic growth in the country and the congested capital city of Seoul. The
That's what I was
project has
saying.
been a
Like,
hot
they're trying to make us think like live in these small little boxes and shit. You know, like
Yeah.
they have all this extra room. They could just be like, they could give every homeless person a place to stay if they were willing
Acres.
to. Yeah. You know, and they would take it because they'd rather sleep in a
Keep
building
it up
than
and
a-
it's yours. If you don't keep it up, then you'll
political
find someone who
topic
keep it
ever
up.
since.
Pretty
Like
simple.
most capital cities, Seoul is overcrowded and dominates the country's economy. But in South Korea, it's more extreme than in other places. Half of the
Doomed
total
and
population
domed.
lives in the Seoul metropolitan area.
Nice. That's
around
beautiful
25
photography. That's the
million
camera
people.
I would
Therefore,
like.
in
See that?
2007,
Bam. That's my nice
Basically,
camera.
like there's no reason for people to be homeless. Like they should be giving them places to stay in, like in these places, wherever, anywhere.
began
They
on
create the
the job,
money. Yeah.
and in
These are like
2010,
$10,000
agencies
cameras taking
began moving
pictures.
from
It's
crowded
nice.
Seoul to the
They want people to be homeless. They're fucking evil.
new capital, just 125
Control system,
kilometers
yes.
away.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth.
It's not hell. It's more of like a purgatory of sorts.
Let them live for free.
There, I see you in the background there, Paul. I saw that. I remember that
Who
day.
gives a shit if they have money or not? If there's an empty city, just let them have it.
By 2012, but today, almost half of the government ministries still remain in Seoul, along with the National
Unfortunately,
Assembly.
half these
Sejong has been designed
humans
with everything a self-sufficient city needs, with lots of green space.
Dude, if you took if you took a bunch of homeless people and gave them a city, they would figure it out. They would figure
I
it out.
know. Well, half of them would. Half of them would. Half of them would.
Rasta.
Yeah.
If we took like all the homeless people from like all over every state that we could find, right?
What did you
And we gave them like one of these cities to live in for free, right? Do you think they would probably figure it? We wouldn't have to like make rules. They would figure it out on their own, don't you think?
Well, it depends. I think that they should be taken. You know, all their substances should be taken from them. You know, that's the key. That's the reason why most of them are homeless to begin with.
Well, these places are like in the middle of China, like in the middle of nowhere, so they would have to sober up.
Yeah, that's the key. I think that they should be rounded up and put in concentration camps.
Well, how about actual homeless people though? Not
what
or like
about the-
people that
what
don't
about
want
the
to be
ones-
homeless.
what about
you
the
know,
people that are
'cause
homeless
I was
that don't
actually
do drugs?
homeless and I didn't do drugs.
Yeah, I know
Actual
what
homeless
you're.
people.
Yeah. There's some people that
Yeah,
are homeless. That are
If you take actual homeless people, then yes. It would
Just
be great.
yesterday, I was driving around and I saw within 10 or 20 minutes, I saw over 10 people at bus stops and all these other places with aluminum foil in their hands, and some of them were like hunched over, nodded out from doing the fentanyls.
Did you
Oh
get
my
another?
God. They
Did you get
should
another
they need to
video?
be
You got another
canned.
video this time?
Yeah. When you get into jail, that cleans them up. They need to be put in jail.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna hop off and pop back on because the phone I can't hear very well. I'm
Hop
gonna
off.
switch it
Go
to my
ahead.
computer.
Do what you gotta
I'll
do.
be right back.
How'd you like the little cases for your
Provision
needles?
electric vehicles. The city also
Yes.
features smart tech, such as interactive digital signage and automated rubbish
Smart.
and food waste
You know what
collection.
SMART stands
But
for?
strangely, many
What?
people still
Hold on, let me
prefer
pause
to
it.
take
Hold
a
on.
4-hour drive to.
What does SMART stand for?
Self monitoring and let's see, what's it? Okay, smart. Okay, self-monitoring analysis and reporting technology. Smart.
Did you just make that up, or where'd you learn
No,
that?
it's actual. Smart monitor, self-monitoring. That's the SM.
Mhm.
Analysis, A, and reporting are technology. Smart.
It's pretty smart.
SMART. Often written as SMART is a monitoring system included in a computer, hard disk drives, and solid state drives.
You love the hard disk drives.
Ooh, baby.
to their workplace in Seoul rather than move to Sejong. Many people have pointed out that Sejong is having insufficient transportation links and services to draw people away from Seoul. And despite its futuristic concept for high-end housing with generous green spaces, Sejong is criticized for promoting car dependency and a lack of community
Dude, I
spirit.
remember when he promoted that. I was
Sejong may
criticizing
only
him
be
too.
getting started. Currently, about 400,000 people live in Sejong.
Ross, did you like those little cases for needles?
5
I
million.
gave you?
But as Seoul's
I know you
pollution,
did.
I'm back.
overcrowding, rising
Let me turn off my
real estate
What
prices,
happens when you
heavy
get
traffic
what
continues,
happens-
families are beginning to look
What happens
outside
when you
Seoul
buy
for
a
better
ghost
conditions.
city and there's
As
people there?
construction on Sejong progresses, more institutions
I don't
I'm
know.
excited
I
about these.
don't know.
also
Yeah.
Those little
located
cases are for
in
needles.
future
If you didn't catch that,
I just
I
like
think
I
he did.
heard.
let it play.
I heard that. Then
I don't want to listen to
I
that
think
guy
he's.
talk
I think he's
anymore.
locked in.
What, you can't hear me? I think you're
you
locked
know.
up. You're locked up. We're not locked up.
But
Yeah,
what was that? Go back. See that?
Yeah, what
Oh,
was
that
it?
was beautiful. There was like lawn on top of the building area. Huge.
There's definitely a reason why they're building all these places. I mean, that's
Huge swaths
the-
of land.
that's the
Rasta, what do you think the reason is? Enlighten
Look at
us.
that.
I mean-
Oh my gosh. What the? Huge
Well, I think that
swaths of
I
land.
think that they're preparing for a reset. Did you see the news article here recently that said that Europe could lower their get to net zero on carbon emissions if they destroyed all their old buildings and then rebuilt?
What? They're gonna destroy all their old
It's like-
buildings in Europe?
Yeah,
would
it's
why
a
would-
brand new
why
article
would-
that just came out.
Oh, because they're saying they could build better buildings that are more energy efficient
Dude.
and shit like that.
CNN
Exactly,
is
but it's
suggesting
all
that
to,
you-
it's all to do away with the Antiquitech. You know, it's all to do away with all the historical buildings so that no one
That's
has a
that's where
clue.
they're.
CNN actually suggested that you eat your pets to
I knew-
save the
I knew
environment.
I knew there was a reason why they had us going out and doing boots on the
Yes,
ground,
they said eat your
taking
pets.
pictures of all
Exactly.
these different buildings. They want us making a record of it because they knew that shit was going to happen. Because they can't send people out there. They don't have enough people to go out and take pictures of all those buildings.
But yeah, I think too. I mean, they could be, you know, having like, you know, these cloning factories full of people, to where they're just going to fill these cities with a new race of people. Because what I've heard is that this is the last generation of Homo sapiens. Like they're
Yeah,
like it's
Daniel
done.
Becker's right. They're trying to hide God because they're trying to put time and space between us and the Creator and hide the flood. And the flood hides the Bible because the flood proves that the Bible is true.
Brian.
And I think that they're going to restock these cities with AI sentient beings, because I think that they're building these robot people for the fallen ones, the fallen angels, to come, and they will enter these robots instead of humans.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
they're-
then
Yeah, they're working on all that shit. The robots too, the AI.
Yep.
Dude, I started noticing so much shit now that you pointed out the simulation theory shit.
Yep.
It's like all these synchronicities keep happening to me every fucking day, dude.
Yeah, it's undeniable. I don't know why
Dude,
people want to even.
I was on the phone with Andrew today. He was like, the cops are rolling up, and I was out in public, and the cops were driving by right as he said it. I was like, whoa.
Got Melanie Moran in the chat. Shout out.
What up, Melanie? How you doing?
Shout out to Daniel Becker and Bears.
I hope you're okay. I hope your night's okay. I hope it's going well. I hope your day went well. Mine is going okay.
Yeah.
My life is doing better a little bit.
That's
All
good.
right, so, yeah, you know.
Did you just see that huge obelisk?
What's up?
Did you just see that huge obelisk?
The Davos?
I can't understand you, Andrew.
Huge obelisk.
Oh,
Yeah,
That was your name in high school, Hugh Obelisk.
oh yeah,
Right?
yeah.
You were
I
named
think
Hugh. Hugh
Yeah,
Obelisk.
yeah. I remember they were calling me Hugh Obelisk for a while in high school. Yeah, they
Yeah.
were.
Yeah, if he was talking about Davos, I don't pay attention to that.
So Melanie, since you're tardy and you're late to class, let me tell you what's going on. All these places are completely empty, right? Like ghost towns, ghost cities. There's over 4,000 ghost towns. They're cheap. You can afford it, Melanie. Yo, we need to get one of these places so everybody can have. We can have a whole town, dude. We can have a whole city. We can run the fucking world. Look,
Yeah, we could.
No, but the town.
We could make it like Truman Show. We could get income by being filmed all the time.
The towns
In
are
certain
America,
areas, of course, we'd have.
the towns are in
Yeah,
America.
we could call it the Truman Show town, and we could just like have constant income flow.
Well, no. All right, let me show you now.
Camels are awesome.
Go back. I'll go
They
back.
can store a lot of water in their
Hey,
house.
man, what was the name of the town that you wanted to show? I'll find it. Did he disappear on me?
I just put links. I just put 5 basic ones in.
Oh, they're in there. All right.
Yeah,
Wait, I
there's
gotta
just-
show it. Hold on.
there's just some. You could read them off and read about them. They're just basic. Around they were. I mean, I didn't think they were basic when I was first looking at them.
Okay.
So I was
So
like
this is-
amazed. But
so
now that
that-
we're looking at this, I think
just
the
got
ones
a
that I was
care
going to look at are
package
basic.
and he sent me this Grateful Dead bear from the 70s.
Oh yes.
No way. You
Yeah,
have it?
that.
Let me see.
look at
Hold on.
that.
Full screen that.
The OG dancing bear.
I love it.
See.
Hold on.
Let's see, does it have? Yeah, it's so dope.
Nice.
Dude.
It's all clean and perfect, dude.
What are you gonna do with it? What are you
It's
gonna
like
do
it
with
doesn't
it?
even look old. When you get it, it looks you can like what? How's
Yeah.
it so nice?
Dude, you look like you're like holding up a Grammy or like an
It
Oscar.
is. It's like, yeah, I love
Say,
it.
say I want to thank God. Hold on. Let
I'm
me
gonna
put up a
thank
banner.
Singe Man
Let me put up a banner for you.
For-
Hold on.
for
Hold on.
for giving me this award, this Grateful Dead Dancing Bear OG award here. He's one of a kind, and I really appreciate it. It's such an honor to receive this award, being a bear myself. You know, to have the Grammy, the gummy Grammy bear. It means so much to me. I'm so happy to have the bear.
First
Yay.
and foremost, I like to thank God.
That's cool.
Yeah, I would like to thank the Most High Jah
my mom.
every night and day. He provides me with the will and the light and the love
I usually do about once a day.
to make my pillows and to share the light with everyone else. And and then I also want to thank the computer that we're in, because it's powers us up and allows us to be here.
Yes.
and the jet fuel. What about the
Sorry,
jet fuel?
and the lack of jet fuel in airplanes and how they can fly. I've been thinking about how to test that. Actually, you could take a model plane, right, and load a bunch of weight onto it and see if it takes off. It won't because it can't fly with that much weight.
Yeah,
but that's okay. If people want to believe in jet fuel and in Santa Claus and a spinning ball, you know, who are we to tell them otherwise? You know, it's not our job.
You just lumped all those things in there together.
Yeah, because they're all the same to me.
These are for needles.
You think planes have all that fuel in them? Like that would mean there'd be like 20 elephants on the wings. Like how and what happens when I could go on and on, but I think we are you premiered the show on it earlier today, right? I was in there this morning checking it out.
Oh yeah,
I did not send you trash. These are for needles. You can put needles in them. They're not trash.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
For needles for sewing, not the needles for injecting.
Well, I would never think that because I don't do drugs. So yeah, obviously for needles for sewing.
Oh, I thought you were saying you were going to use it as a shops container.
Bearsworth said that his kids stole his pillows, which that's fine. The kids need the pillows too. I got this big bag of buckwheat hulls now. I'm making buckwheat hull pillows, and they're super dope.
All right, let's see. Would you dare to own this ghost town? Look, all right, look at that. It's right by a melted building for you guys, right? And then you got all those.
Where's that one?
This one is.
Is the melted building part of the deal?
Oh, I lost it.
I went to one in Montana, a ghost town in Montana that was super dope. I drove my Volkswagen bus there.
Oh.
And it was super cool.
Oh, that's my background. It's a Montana one.
Inherently spooky, full of memories of people and buildings
wonder if
that
it's
have
the same as
faded
my
into
background.
dust. These forgotten places have been left to the elements. Stories about what happened in these places have been passed down through the decades. But so no one even knows where they came from. And you could get, $925,000, dude. We could have a town. Who would we make the mayor?
Let me show
Who would we make the mayor? Would we have a mayor?
Well, I don't know.
Would we have any rules? What would we do?
Yeah, we need a president.
Would we write some sort of truth or constitution?
Basically,
where,
it would be
the 10 Commandments or something.
Melanie was asking what buckwheat hulls are. These are buckwheat hulls right here. It's a big ass bag of them right here.
And what do they do?
You fill your pillow with them. This is what I'm filling the pillows with now. They're tiny little holes from the buckwheat. They're like little shells that buckwheat come in.
Like peanut shells.
And they're all organic, and they're washed and clean. You can, I hear people have said you can put them in a microwave and heat them up, but I don't have a microwave, so I wouldn't know. But if you it is what it is. They're really good for your neck and back. And they're real expensive too. Like this bag cost me an arm and a leg, just this one bag. I mean, it's almost more than weed.
So
for this.
let me guys show you something.
All right.
My share? All right. So Jesse from Hingham. All right. That's him. And his girlfriend. Okay. Brittany. Okay. He has a P1000 camera. You see it? It's pretty cool. Yeah, he brings it. He has meetups around here, local meetups, and I go to them sometimes when I can.
That's how we do it. I know it. I got it now. Exactly.
And
figure it out.
He takes long distance photography. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get it up so I can explain it to you guys. So,
okay, I figured out how we can run the town too. It's perfect.
What do you mean?
When you're ready, I'll tell you.
All right, you can explain it. Go ahead.
Well, we'd be like an anarcho-syndicus commune where we would take it in turns to act as a sort of executive officer for the week, but all decisions for the officer would have to be ratified by a special bi-weekly meeting, and then I'll think the rest later.
All right, so he says. All right, so let me show you.
By the way.
So let me. All right, so this is what he told me. Jesse, I would have just invited him on the show, but I don't know. I'll get him on the show.
Monty Python.
So this is look, this picture right here. That's Toronto from 30 miles away. What do you guys think about that?
What?
That's Toronto with a P1000 camera from 30 miles away over the ocean.
A lot of chemicals in that area, you can see.
So
would you like me to bring up the curve calculator?
Yeah, can you bring it up? So how far should those buildings be under the curve? Because because the buildings are tall, right? So they do stand up a little bit, but not that much. So
that's why we look at the base of things.
Yeah, how do you do it, Singe? Explain it. You know?
What's the base? You have to, when you're filming, you got to look at the base, like the beach or the base of the statue or building. You know, if you can see the sidewalk, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that. What's circular arc calculator? No. We need the.
That's not better for now. Yeah, so you can see like let me go back over there. Zoom in. Can I zoom in at all? A little bit. You can see like basic like all right, so these buildings should be way under the curve, is what you're saying? Like this is the horizon. These buildings should be below it.
There's one good calculator. I mean, there's more than one. There's one really good one.
This horizon should be way over. Like you shouldn't be able to see these buildings at all.
Hold on.
Is that
no? You'd be able to see some of it.
Some of it, right?
Yeah, I just went snowboarding. I've got there's video on my channel of snowboarding, and you can look.
I'll play it. I'll play it in a second. But Rasta, what do you think about this? You see this picture?
Mm-hmm.
This is the city of Toronto, right? From 30 miles over the ocean with a P1000. Jesse from Hingham. So, what do you think? Do you think you would see those buildings from there, or do you think they should be under the curve?
No, they'd be under the curve, and that's what I'm saying.
You shouldn't be able to even see the tops of the buildings at all.
When I'm up on the mountain, I can see mountains that are hundreds of miles away from me. The entire mountain.
600 feet.
You shouldn't be able to see any of that.
600 feet. So how tall? How many? Stories? How many stories is 600 feet?
Let's see. Well, there's 10 stories and 100 feet, so that would be what? I think, right? I don't know.
Nice,
40
nice.
maybe.
I like it. Good job, Singe.
That's 40 feet, right? So
yeah. Good night, Melanie.
And then so you go. Good night, Melanie. So then there's the.
I hope you have a good night too, Melanie.
And the formula. The explanation. So on a globe this shape, this size, 30 miles away, the base would be 600 feet beneath your vision. You'd be here looking, you'd be here looking, and your vision would stop here. So if we were to just look straight, it would be 600 feet down right here, basically. That's how that works out. Stop here.
Can I?
Okay, so what's 600 feet? Can't picture in my head.
I shut my camera off and eat.
2 miles, right? So 600 feet is 1/10 of a mile. 11/10 of a mile.
So
Okay, so it's not even a mile, right? 600 feet. How many stories? Right, stories.
So we got
Like 12 feet. What's 12 story? 12 feet. Let's say 14 feet, right?
So hold on, let's look. All right. So how many? Like, what do you think? How many stories is that building? The one that looks like the Space Needle.
So at 14 feet per story, we're just guessing, right? That's 400 feet. I mean, at 100 for 100, yeah. So
Yeah, you
basically, I'm saying
you're just guesstimating.
like say 100 stories would be 400, right? Yeah. So at 14-foot stories, 100 stories would be 400 feet. So 600 feet.
So we should not see.
It's like
those.
150
So-
stories or something. Yeah.
So if we were on a globe and the math was what they
Yeah.
told us, 8 inches per mile square, or something close to that, or whatever. And
It's
the,
like
and the horizon,
145.
is 3.1 miles away, like they tell us. Then we shouldn't be able to see those buildings from 30 miles away,
It'd be 145 stories, basically.
or at least that much of them.
So 600 feet is like 100. Let's say 140 stories, 130 stories, whatever, right?
You probably maybe see a tip of a few. Just
So,
a tip.
yeah, that's
You would see
weird.
just a tip of a few of them. That's what she said. But
It's weird. I love it.
maybe.
I don't have to know why. I just love it. It's like a magic show. Whee!
Good,
I don't
good,
care.
good job, mathematician Singe. So, I don't know. What are we doing tonight? See what I got.
We are traveling to another dimension. A dimension of not only
Should come in like doom 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 doom. Yeah, there it is. I like that though. I like when the bass line comes in. That's that real hip hop shit like this. It goes like this. Yo, my little son's my dude. He's only 3 years old. His mother look at me and wonder, will he be as bold? Will his high be warmer? Will he be as cold as his father? Life's much hotter with a bleeding soul. A fifth of whiskey and a gun inside his vehicle. Running like a breeding bull till he give the weed a pull. Creed's creed, so the money just feed him bullets. Superman spitting back with the speeding bullets. High as a helicopter, fly with the smell of vodka. You hear them hammers banging, and you can tell it's proper. Dog is an alcoholic, he got his guts leaking. He ain't afraid of nothing now, that's just his nuts speaking. That ain't a gangster party, homie, that's a plush weekend. You ain't lived a fast life, you just got a slut tweaking. So live it that trite, forever with the devil. I'm drinking Jamie bottles with the pedal to the metal, come on.
The speed is all we know, don't know how to live slow. We can't outrun the past, no matter how fast we go. The future's behind me, no way that you can find me. The speed is all we know, don't know how to live slow.
I'm live wire, ready to rock. Ox in the pocket, private stock bottles. Me and Eddie would talk about the ways to get the paper, state evading the cops. Main thing we had in common was we hated our pops. One chose the fast life, one wanted to live the rap life. Reading Native Son, inspired by Richard Wright. The other loved the night, sun shining was his kryptonite. Driven by the cash, hype to fill up your crack pipe. That's life when schizophrenic minds collide. Two sides to every story, only mine's alive. Ironic after a tidal wave of vital signs. The bad guys speaking when the tide subsides. There's no prize in winning a race against fate. When I meet the maker, I wanna spit in his face. They say the good die young, I'll be an old disgrace. I see my brother in a urn and I should be in his place. I'm fucked.
The speed is all we know, don't know how to live slow. We can't outrun the past, no matter how fast we go. The future's behind me, no way that you can find me. The speed is all we know, don't know how to live slow.
I never lived slowly, used to live lonely. Started chasing that cutty money to buy a rollie. Never got a rollie, but I got my homies and 2 beautiful kids. I better drive slowly, cause life ain't fair, speed up too fast, you could die right there. You could get the electric chair and get fried right there. Get shot up in your dreams and have nightmares. Best prepared, never know when your test is near. Cause them texts will glare when them checks don't clear. Try to keep my mind clear, but why am I here? So many questions, I gave God a questionnaire. But if the question here is, when will I stop doing drugs, getting drunk? How many pills will I pop? How many drugs will I sell? How many chickens I'll pop? Well, I thought I told you that we won't stop.
The speed is all we know. Don't know how to live slow. We can't outrun the past, no matter how fast we go. The future's behind me, no way that you can find me. The speed is all we know. Don't know how to live slow.
Yo, you got the juice now, man.
All right. Here we go. Star Forts and the reset. Let's do it.
Hey everybody, welcome back for another video. Today we're going to be talking about star forts and the reset, because I think some of these forts went through this most recent destructive event that I think might have actually occurred during the early period. Now we're going to be talking about 3 of these forts, as well as some Ming era porcelain that I think ties into the whole situation. So let's get started. The first fort we're going to look at is the San Diego Fort in Acapulco, Mexico. And
San
it is
Diego Fort
5-sided,
in
and
Mexico.
there was ground penetrating radar that was conducted on site, I think around 2016. And they believe that the site actually had a completely different shape, orientation as
Acapulco.
well, which is characterized by the blue outline that you're seeing here, and the orange outline is
Shout out to Acapulco.
the shape and orientation.
Is that where the gold comes from?
That was
The
interesting,
Acapulco
worth
gold,
mentioning.
liquid
But
gold.
there were archaeological excavations done in 2016, and amongst some of the things they uncovered were thousands of pieces of porcelain from the Ming dynasty or the Ming era. And I find that really interesting because it links to another video that I did, and we're going to get into
When I went to high school, they thought I was from the Ming dynasty and the Ming era.
that. But some of the porcelain that they found, some of these fragments, in particular this image, porcelain fragment in the wall of the fortress of San Diego. So they find some of this porcelain in the walls of this fortress. I thought that was pretty interesting. But during this excavation in 2016, they had not only conducted it in and around this fortress, but also by this cathedral, which is less than a kilometer away, so fairly close. But between the two sites, I think they found upwards of 6,000 ceramic shards.
Wow.
So to me, that's really interesting. And like I said,
They
we'll
love
get into
finding
it, but
ceramic
they also
shards.
found at the site by the cathedral, they found a lot of these ceramic shards about 5 feet below ground. So
It's not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I trust it.
buried about 5 feet, and also in pieces, basically. So to me, why that's interesting, and this is just another example of a piece they found.
I put those there. I put those there myself.
Why that is interesting to me is because I think it's due to this most recent reset or destructive event and their explanation.
Case closed. I put them there. Okay, I'll take credit for that.
For why there are all these fragments is because the cargo may have been destroyed by pirates. Now, on its face, that seems realistic, but in a previous video I did called Ming Dynasty Reset, I talked about this one city in China, which was considered the porcelain capital of the world during the Ming Dynasty, and they rediscovered these imperial kilns, I think in like the late 1970s, and they've turned it into a museum. But these kilns were largely buried, but they also found buried tens of tons of broken ceramic fragments. And some of these pieces seem to have been thrown together at random. And the story as to why everything was broken is because there were defects. So they didn't want common people getting their hands on them. So the decision was made to destroy everything and bury it. But I think it's because of this event.
love doing it.
And also in 2016, in the Forbidden City in
why wouldn't they?
Beijing, underneath the Forbidden City, they
It's like a
found
computer
the
chip.
ruins of a Ming Dynasty palace and more of this broken porcelain that dates to that dynasty. And they say it was intentionally destroyed. I can get behind that for these two sites, but now we're on a different continent and this porcelain was meant for export. So we still have the same phenomenon. You know, we have this porcelain, thousands of fragments and buried, and you find that in China as well. So I think this all ties together with this more recent event that doesn't seem to be in the history books, but that is my view on that. So that's the first fort. Now, second and third forts
aren't toilets made of
are
porcelain?
really close to each other. And the first one is Fort Crown Point, and it's in northern New York State, right on the border of Vermont
There's a
State.
special
But
prayer
it
for
is
it,
in a
I
largely
heard.
ruinous state today, and we're told it was built in the 1700s, but it was destroyed by a major fire in 1773 while somebody was cooking, and fire got out of control, and combined with the black powder stores, and the whole fort went up. So that's the official history, but I think again it's tied to this event. That's just my opinion, and these are some of the officers' barracks.
All right. I'm gonna stay going for a little while longer, but I'm like waking people up. So I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put.
Yeah, my roommate's just yelling at me.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the link out to see if anybody wants to come on and talk. All right. If anybody wants to come on, last minute, if there's anything you want to say, oh come on. Here's the link. I'm gonna play this video for a minute, see if anybody shows up.
Come on up, Truth Party. Tell us about your.
And this was considered the
favorite
largest
truth.
colonial fort built within the United States. And this is the inside of some of these officer barracks. So interesting, but less than 400 yards away, so very close, is the remains of another fort called Fort St. Frederick. And this was a French fort. And this is just an image showing what it might have looked like here on the left. And here on the right is
Well-
just an overhead of the
Well, there's a lot of people that won't even put their link out. You got to question those people. I want to meet people and talk to people that are in the chat.
fortress in its current state.
Mhm.
But the story behind this one
I
is
agree.
that it was occupied by the French, and it actually came first, we're told, before the bigger fort. But the fort was being advanced upon by 10,000 British troops, so the French decided to retreat. But as they retreated, they burned the fort to the ground pretty much. So they both have these encounters with fire. But I think it's the same event, and we're just given these cover stories. But this little snippet was from starforts.com, and they're just saying, despite having been intentionally destroyed, this Fort St. Frederick, there seems today to be almost as much of this fort left as there is of Fort Crown Point. And yeah, that makes sense to me because I think it was a singular event. But again, that's just my opinion. And just one more point on this fort is that they just made a note that there's been no evidence of human remains that's ever been found at this particular site, Fort Crown Point. So I thought I'd throw that in. So that's my spiel about some of the star forts and the reset. Like this porcelain, this, especially from the Ming era, it shows up in interesting places, and it's usually in thousands of pieces and
Yeah.
buried. And you can also find this.
I don't know. I'm not too sold on the porcelain research. Anyway, what's going on, Sind?
Well, it's all completely fact. There's all provable, and I don't know actually.
How can you prove how can you prove when a piece of porcelain came from? Dude?
Well, you say the porcelain prayer, and then you know what that is?
Yeah.
You do?
No.
Carbon
That's when you're so drunk and you're puking into the toilet. That's the porcelain prayer.
Well, I've said that prayer many a times.
It's like, I'll never drink it. I'll never drink it. I'll never drink it.
Oh yeah, when you're throwing up.
Yeah, I remember this one time I got like into this nightclub and I was only like 18 and I thought it was so cool. So I just started drinking these mixed drinks, like these real sugary ones. And I got to like my third one and then it really started to hit me and I ended up spending like an hour or more in the bathroom just like around this nasty toilet too. It was just like I was saying the porcelain prayer. I was like, dear God, please stop my head from spinning so I can go back out there. I'm sure people are waiting to get into the bathroom and I'm here holding it up. The spins are the worst.
Oh, I know, but
That's
then after you throw up, you feel better.
That's one thing I'm really thankful I don't drink anymore. It's just I don't have to deal with that. You know, it's like one less problem. It's like you look at the whole aspect of drinking and it's all just problematic. And there's only like a tiny gap of window where you have actual fun with it. And the rest of it's just not fun. You know, like I know people who, you know, like they drink every day and it's expensive and it's just not good for your liver.
Yeah.
Well, you couldn't go into churches. You couldn't even sing. The liquor stores stayed open. Huh.
That's right. The liquor stores and the dispensaries. I mean, honestly, if the legal weed hadn't been a thing, I think that this whole lockdown thing wouldn't have worked. I think that was like key for keeping people so docile. You know, and it helped me. I remember I stocked up on herb and I was like, all right, well, at least I have my precious ganja, you know, and it just like, I just sat around and got real stoned and watched a bunch of truther videos, you know, and which is like how I became close to a lot of people in the community.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, you know, it's like, it was part of their plan. You know, they used the weed to keep us calm and it worked.
Yeah.
That's why it's weird for me because I like smoke a joint and then I go work out.
Yeah. Yeah, I would do that too, but yeah, it's been over a month now for me with no weed, and
I only smoke really good bud though. I don't have to smoke a lot. Just a couple hits.
Yeah, no,
like I used to, you know.
And I just don't want to mess up the high I've been working on for so long now. I'm just like so high on life.
Yeah, you don't need to smoke it. Fuck it.
It's like if I was to do anything now to alter that, it's like I have to work myself back up to where I'm at.
You should try some
It's like-
Qigong meditation and you really fucking feel it when you're not high.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah. I've been reading a couple books about meditation here. Let me grab them. Actually, I'll show you.
Qigong meditation is like you're exercising, but you're thinking about your body and how it's making it healthy. And it's a lot of stretching and hand movements and just stretching, basically moving your. Some of it's just basically moving your hands like this, This is a Qigong meditation. You're just loosening up your wrists, you know, and it's very basic. But you're thinking about healing yourself while you're doing it.
I've been reading these two
Nature
books
and shit.
simultaneously right now. This one's called A Gradual Awakening, and I guess it's a fundamental guide for like all over the world. It's like a step-by-step on an easy introductory on how to meditate properly and the whole essence of meditation and how it really helps you to be within yourself, but not to like judge yourself and not to give yourself, not to like give yourself, to be too hard on yourself when you're living not in the light. But it helps you to show you where the light switch is, to turn the light on in the dark room. So then you make yourself to the light switch and you turn the light switch on. And so it's all about the different techniques of getting into your thing. And then this other book is called
exactly what are you doing?
The Wisdom of No Escape and the Path of Loving Kindness, which is very important, to have love and kindness and to be able to, look at everything with that. Look at all your, everyone around you, even all the animals and plants and everything with love and compassion. And, to really, to understand it all, to be with it all.
That is what I call seeing the world through the eyes of a child.
Yeah, I
learned that from one of those guru guys.
It is. And that's the thing. It's to turn our thoughts off. Whenever you're thinking too much, just say to yourself, you're thinking, and you need to stop thinking as much because thinking gets in the way and clouds your flow, your ebb and flow of not only your synchronicities of how your, things that are being lined up for you, but it can disrupt and get in the way. So don't think about stuff too much. Focus on your breath.
Okay. Just play. Have fun.
Yeah. So I've gone way too long. I went a long time without reading that much at all. And so between these two books and the Chainsaw Man mangas, I've been really getting into the Chainsaw Man because
I read art books.
he's my daughter made this little Puchita. He's a little out of clay. He's Puchita from Chainsaw Man. And he's basically the heart of Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man about dies. He does die, and then Puchita hops into him and saves his life, and that's how he becomes Chainsaw Man. And the chainsaw comes out of his head and his arms, and then he can kill all these devils.
Wow, that's weird. I drew a chainsaw today.
Really?
See if I could. I'm like, I wonder if I can draw a chainsaw. Well, yeah, I can. Like in seconds.
Oh, wow. Look at that synchronicity right there.
I'm like, let me think of something weird to draw. Complicated.
What are those? Yeah, I would hold chainsaw, and you happen to draw a chainsaw today.
It's like 15 seconds, just like.
And my nickname used to be the Chainsaw.
It is weird though. That's why when you said it, I'm like, what?
That all lines up.
It's a 15-second doodle.
It's all lined up.
But I did just get done watching Scarface. See, I just got done watching Scarface, and I was like,
and this morning, This morning I took this patch off a hat that I got at Goodwill of a chainsaw. Because this is the type of chainsaw I use, and the hat didn't fit me very well. It was kind of like flat on the top, so it didn't fit my head. And so I'm like, I'm going to take this patch off, and I'm going to sew it to something that I really enjoy.
Sew it to
jean jackets or
sew it to a pillow.
Or leather jacket.
Good. Yeah, because a chainsaw is honestly, in all of my tools that I use, it's my absolute favorite tool. Because it's always
it's your favorite tool from the shed, from the tool shed.
It is. It
The
is.
sharpest tool is head.
It's the best one.
Dude,
just,
you should make a pillow like a mechanic pillow. That would sell to someone.
It feels so awesome
wooden-
just
wood
to run a chainsaw and just like chop down a tree or just cut some wood up. Or even I used to live in the haunted houses, like that was always the dude at the very end of the haunted house. He'd be the dude with the chainsaw, and he'd run you out of the haunted house at the end.
That's cool.
Like they take the chain off of it so like he doesn't actually hurt you, but you don't know that as a little kid though, and you just hear that chainsaw noise, and then he's got like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre mask on or something like that, and he just runs you out of the haunted house. It's the best.
All right, well. I don't think. What do you guys want to do? I don't think anybody's gonna come on, so I'm gonna play some music at the end. And actually, I'm gonna play something really cool. So check this out. Let me show you guys something.
Those are cool.
This is the new Ill Bill album, right? You see the cover? You know it?
Oh, nice.
You know where
Looks
that
like
is?
the picture Singe just put on there. Looks like some of Singe's art.
That'd be him. His mouth
You know where that is? You know where that is? That's somewhere in Rome, like near Rome.
Nice, dude.
What if that's somebody's
Is that
real
your next
face
home?
that's been like frozen? Like that was a giant.
No, it's a real place that he took a picture of in Rome.
If what if it was a giant and it froze in the ground like that?
That would be good
This,
because I wouldn't want it to be alive.
it just dropped. The album dropped like 3 weeks ago, and
Here's a good drawing.
it's pretty good. I've been playing like different clips from it. So, all right, I'm gonna get us all out of here. All right.
All right.
All right. Peace. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, much love, guys.
All right. Because I got to get the sound right. Stop the screen. What's that? All right, guys. Peace. I'm going to let the stream go. This is going to go for a
I'ma make the devil wait a little. Spray the pistol with some passion nasal, make your face a sizzle. Conjure the rogues, gallery and maneuvers. A squadron of goons, assassins, and funeral shooters. Billy Bananas with cannons, call me Billy Bazooka. But broke up on you quick and really boom bang. Got the spook who sat by the door. Burners galore, surgical swords. Purple for doors, my wardrobe's murder of course. Billy Bolero with the H on my chest as a handle shit. Chrome slammer spit, litty like a Roman candlestick. Yeah, the fireworks, team fiend time perks, wide earths on high alert, spy from the dirt. The end of Rob, now you lying in a hearse. That friendly smile was alive with a smirk. The fuck happened? You said that they was friends, Chico, but ain't no friends in this shit business. Grab the perico. How he taught me how to move with no conscience, but also to lift the homie to trip and fall in the mosh pit. That's the Canarsie way. Spread love every day, but if you fuck around, you find out how the desert spray. Uncle Harry Farms, Lucifer Calaba guard, shoot a fire squads, ride hard, ride Molotovs. Burn the prison to the ground, drown the tyrant's blood. Make sure to be prepared before the next virus comes. Bananas with cannon, Billy Bazooka with the beam. Billy Supreme, guillotine, coon, true and T. Indubitably, my shooters agree. Just the Purple Heart, victory, maneuvers the breeze. Oh!
Why don't you try sticking your head up Joy? See if it fits.
Yeah? Students, the martyrs, shooters with llamas, Uzis with armor, cruising through like the Unabomber, maneuver like the army. This hell awaited, so is this a living hell on earth? But what if life's another kind of test, prepares for the worst? Swerve through the darkest trenches, learning God's perceptions and intentions through grimy lenses, plotting benches from project benches. I've learned a lot of lessons, time will test us. Comrades will ride against us over pride and jealousy. It's kind of senseless. I describe relentless from an environment that's crime infested, knowing my total potential to rise is endless. Higher than ever was making it look effortless, still the death of us. It's not the precipice, but with the messages. I know the ledge like I know the edge of a cliff overlooking the rocky road of rival. Me, my holy disciples, just a couple killers is also known to mostly trifle. Holding the rifle to your dome while quoting the Bible.
Oh, see, man, I got everything. I got Bennies, I got Black Beauties, I got pink hearts, yellow jackets, reds, blacks, speed, acid, pumpkin, Dexter's Valium, Atarax, Dragon Eggs, Chinese ladies. I got the everything, dude, man. You name it, I got it. I got a pill make you throw up and don't worry about it. I got a pill make you throw up and die.
Raised in the slum. plum, fallen angels with razors and guns, briefcases of drugs, hatred and love, taking the blood, facing the blood, we ultramagnetically raising it up like purple rain, angel dust, the cocaine from the plug, shooters with AKs, take a bomb, get what they want, run the blood, you can stand in the prompt till everything's done, take everyone's head, end of the world, everyone's dead, they say we're doomed to die too, and hell awaits us in the end, maybe they right, maybe they wrong though. Who are they to say they afraid? Gave up on their dreams, we ain't the same. We're the rarest breed. There's nothing that we can't achieve. But in the meantime, pass the breed. Word, listen to the beat.
I was in the projects in my Jordan 3s. 88 caught my first pair of Jordan 3s. Back then you got for your Jordan 3s. Either shoot or get shot for your Jordan 3s. I was in the projects in my Jordan 3s. 88 caught my first pair of Jordan 3s. Black cement Nike Air logo Jordan 3s. Camouflage army shorts and some Jordan 3s. The plot of any Saturday, kung fu matinee. Grandmaster betrayed with a smile over champagne. Toasted with a snake tongue, front to hide your hate. Night behind your back, student turned to rival of the great. Cain and Abel situations off the Bible page. Brother backstab his own brother in the primal praise. Fuck out the way, my lava spray like a tidal wave. Pistols crack of the plot, the same sound that the final make. Probably an idiot and no man, am I afraid? Suicidal tendencies with homicidal traits. Knives and blades slice your face when you collide with apes. Your empire in flames, the fire rage, homie, die in pain. Died thousand deaths, resurrected and killed again and again. Empty your clip and 10 in your head. Russian mafia, your belly, Billy Bates, CD spraying in graffiti. Lyrics, subway trains racing through the city. Glass seed envelopes, chemicals to cut the dope. Bulletproof vest, a box cutter to cut your throat. Shot in the head, big bonk in the bubble coat. Sunk your motherfucking boat, slump you with the pump and go. Boy George or a Brooklyn edition, cook in the kitchen, the brand you can trust. Look at the pistol. Hustle the flip till we clutching the fistful. The gutters where we from, but fuck up, we made it blissful. I was in the projects in my Jordan 3s. 88 caught my first pair of Jordan 3s. Back then you got for your Jordan 3s. Either shoot or get shot for your Jordan 3s. I was in the projects in my Jordan 3s. 88 caught my first pair of Jordan 3s. Black cement Nike Air logo Jordan 3s. Let the club know I need another pair of 14. Killers with blood diamonds in their eyes, smiles behind barrels. The mind is a weapon, my darts are cyanide arrows. They want to violate our freedom to the ninth power. Where you coop up with sacrifice to a blind owl. Blind justice, no policies to favor us, sir. Lemons to lemonade, the angels at the angel dust. Weed is legal in New York now, blaze it up. Right in front of a cop, is that shit strange or what? Native New Yorker, though I travel the globe. Shouts to all my groups to Amsterdam, Paris, and Rome. Tapped in the zone, open this artwork, I spit pain. Percussion displayed to cut sharper than a switchblade. Supreme North Face Parker had some crisp shades. Goofy stepped on him, shot the 6 at the Knicks game. The father order, glom the quarters like your father ordered. Like I'm the father himself was shopping for the Pomodoro. I was in the projects in my Jordan 3s. 88 caught my first pair of Jordan 3s. Back then you got for your Jordan 3s. Either shoot or get shot for your Jordan 3s. I was in the projects in my Jordan 3s. 88 caught my first pair of Jordan 3s. Black cement Nike Air logo Jordan 3s. Let the club know I need another pair of 14s. This be the ballad of Billy, prime talent for really. Guaranteed recorded in Brooklyn, then mixed down in Philly. This be the death of the party. I shine so bright I explode. Liddy from the muzzle fire in the hole. This be the ballad of Billy, prime talent for really. Guaranteed recorded in Brooklyn, the mix down in Philly. This be the death of the party. I shine so bright I explode. Liddy from the muzzle fire in the hole. Pain is my best friend, yes. Go pilot to the death. Reminding me I'm alive until I take my last breath. The goon is a bit the two builders when they crash checks. Throw the money on the table if there's any last bets. Fuckers you be for thinking about, slinking about. Then from the window, mo down and killed off a fifth of the crowd. Whoa, shooters are starstruck, villains know more the lyrics. Mix a little bit of Hennessy with the syrup. Never confuse the energy with the spirit. You can tell who the fuck been doing this for more than a minute. My demographic be Hennigan acid by algorithms and classic like Barry Manilow ballads. Listen, look, dope fiends breaking into people's cars, bleeding from open scars from the needles in their arms. Graffiti resemble alien hieroglyphics. Reading letters strip in front of my baby eyes lifted. I pops out with the shouting out, knock a body out like a mafiosi. Your poppy owes me. I get it rockin' like how he told me. On Gotti mode, he catch me on the road with John Bon Jovi. This be the battle of Billy, prime talent for really. Guaranteed recorded in Brooklyn, the mix down in Philly. This be the death of the party. I shine so bright I explode. Liddy from the muzzle fire in the hole. This be the battle of the Billy, prime talent for really. Guaranteed recorded in Brooklyn, the mix down in Philly. This be the death of the party. I shine so bright I explode. Liddy from the muzzle fire in the hole. Take you from cannibal hope to fentanyl pill. Too much dope, you'll overdose and get yourself killed. Ration yourself, correct dosages of the ultimate. Celebrate a soldier from the La Coconosha clique. 30 in the third, chillin' temple purge. Cold needed ever since the non-fiction emerged. Suicide Supreme ski goggles on the goon, bada boom, blew you into space, cruising by the moon, have you circling the sun, murderers with guns, pools of blood and Persian rugs, funeral shooters and thugs from the floor, see me frosty, the plug named Broadstein, every brick that they gave me, that doubled up what it cost me. We can pull a heist easy like we pull a knife, and if we pull it off right, we'll be set for our whole life. That'd be so nice, rest in peace to Shaw Price, rest in peace to Uncle Howie too, play the song twice.
Hey, out here don't know me. From up from down that area on the Park Slope side, so all the way up in East New York, down by Canarsie, you know what I'm saying? And they just know me, you know what I'm saying? If they don't know me, they know of me. And they give me my respect.
Take a sip of murder, ghost blood and virgins. Try to cross me in the cross turns, inverted and burns it to the point with a mark to perm that you heard me. Anything else is of no concern. No wordsmith working on this anvil till the earth stands still. I'ma dump it on you like an upturned landfill, filling up with body parts. Don't you know I pick 'em off? Quicken in the time, flying behind the DeLorean. Man, this shit I'm on just can't be sympathized. Every time they try, it just gets me energized. When will they realize this is not a race? Even if I tried, I couldn't lose my place in lieu of my pace. You can lose your face to this toxic waste when the flows I lace. Fill your grill with holes and sutures to be frozen, analyzed by computers. Reverse engineered off of alien biotechnology. Follow me? If not, you're probably recipient of an 808 sonic lobotomy. If you're looking for that raw, then you know what it's gotta be. And when I'm done, you gon' know my name. I live forever through the songs I sing. And you gon' feel my pain and then heal my flame till the game just ain't the same. See it the grave, we don't play them games. We know who you is, fuck your fame. Cause it don't matter around here, let me make this clear. We ain't a gang, but this shit bang.
The police fatally shot an unarmed man. They might as well have Nazi symbols on their armbands. We the futuristic 20 years ahead of these idiots. Y'all is too simplistic, my brain cells superiors. We the serious, the insidious, the furious. I got 7 eyes wide open, the 8th pyramid. But one resembles the scope attached to the top of an AR-15. Banana clips spray out swiftly. The apocalypse, the angel of death, the octopus. Throw lightning bolts and tsunamis. Control huge armies of human consuming zombies. Now computers with heartbeats. Artificial intelligence where computer and God meets. Like MK Ultra, this is top secret information. So they leak it to the president and assassinate you. This is for the sharp people that be listening. This blister and this the music you fire transistors with.
He's coming. He's on his way. And he's gonna kill us all.
Know when I'm done, you gon' know my name. I live through the songs I sing. And you gon' feel my pain and then hear my flame till the game just ain't the same. See at the grave, we don't play them games. We know who you is, fuck your pain. Cause it don't matter around here, let me make this clear. We ain't a gang, but this shit bang. Blah.
Them people, law enforcement, if you want to call them that, were here and they were shaking in their shoes. They were physically shaking, scared to death because certain people, namely my ex-wife and other people, said, I'm a radical, I'm a wild man, I got a gun under every arm, down every leg, and every shoe, every corner of the house. You say anything to me, I'll shoot you. Ha ha!
ATS snipers posted on rooftops like it's the shoe cops. Over meth recipes, shoe crops. Wizards of doom and lizard skin boots. Pistols that shoe hot. Poster by the ankle underneath the tube socks. Visual reflection of the necessary trenches. With the scary redemption, kill them all with every sentence. We be the first ones they throw to the front lines. The last ones to ask questions and the first ones to die. That's why I be skeptical most of the time. Fuck being asleep, I'ma peep you out with an open eye. Looking through a loaded rifle scope, hold them high. See through you like a bullet hole through a smoking nine. We be trapped in, boomy hole, we strapped in. You see who be active, Uzi with the Mac 10. We the money fellas, leave you bloody, get dismembered. Squeeze 100 yourself screaming with the drum extended. Straight doors with AKs and chainsaws. The lowest vibrational beat where the snakes crawl. Amongst fallen angels, sees these morph to Yadolfs. For ball-headed horse and 8 balls to race wars. Straight doors with AKs and chainsaws. The lowest vibrational beat where the snakes crawl. Amongst fallen angels, sees these morph to Yadolfs. For ball-headed horse and 8 balls to race wars. Count your blessings, it's hard to earn the throne and the crowd's expensive. In our celebrations of victory, you're loud and festive. We gon' die eventually, but right now let's get this. Go for yours, cause when I go for mine, I'm relentless. Aim high but stay low and keep your weapon loaded. Stay alert and stay extra focused. Just another Canarsie chainsaw massacre minus the mask and gloves. You don't know? Ask the plug. Straight doors with AKs and chainsaws. The lowest vibrational beat where the snakes crawl. Amongst fallen angels, sees these morph to Yadolfs. For ball-headed horse and 8 balls to race wars. Straight doors with AKs and chainsaws. The lowest vibrational beat where the snakes crawl. Amongst fallen angels, sees these morph to Yadolfs. For ball-headed horse and 8 balls to race wars. The Bavarian, grandpa's from Uruguay, also Spanish shit. Skinny mustache, feeling cold chillin'. Play Mr. Rogers' neighborhood with a few women. Lived the block away till he caught a heart attack. I was so old enough to know he's not coming back. My first experience of death, ambulance was lady died waiting on his front steps. And that's how I lost my first BFF. The grim reaper been creeping around here ever since. I learned at a very young age that everything could just change in one day. We could be 1 minute or a second away from the very last breath that we take. Fill these lungs in my chest with the medical kit and get baked the whole lifetime ago. It seemed like yesterday. Listen, young shooters running up the double bullet in the system. No justice, no peace. We at war with the beast. Freedom and death till everyone they are deceased. Generation X, my teachers all talk to the beat. Rescuing my intellect from the jaws of defeat. Listen. We could be 1 minute or a second away from the very last breath that we take. Fill these lungs in my chest with the medical kit and get baked the whole lifetime ago. It seemed like yesterday. We could be 1 minute or a second away from the very last breath that we take. Fill these lungs in my chest with the medical kit and get baked the whole lifetime ago. It seemed like yesterday. My grandpa died young, was part of the 28 Club. His bartender married my grams. My father then ran to the street. The story I couldn't make up. Went from Sinaloa to LA, the city of gangs. They say you can't stop a run from death, but really you can. First off, move out from where the killers go ham. They let off and shoot out where they push kilos to grams. They will put you in the fetal if they need you for the band. Fuck your plans for tomorrow, fuck your plans for the day. What you think is gonna happen right now, you go away. Everybody gotta pay back the body that they used to hold a soul the moment that they lay. Yeah, I really think that odds is something you play. Gamble with your life one day, you won't get away. Promise you, there's no time to shoot flowers when they honored you. Only if you honor your hermano, then the karma's cool. Shit, clean your mess up, you got time. There's no pressing on rewind. Get that stress up out your mind right now. La muerte on the prowl, don't know where, don't know how, but we all go out. We could be 1 minute or a second away from the very last breath that we take. Fill these lungs in my chest with the medical kit and get baked the whole lifetime ago. It seemed like yesterday. We could be 1 minute or a second away from the very last breath that we take. Fill these lungs in my chest with the medical kit and get baked the whole lifetime ago. It seemed like yesterday.
I got stories, but they want bars. They want to see behind the curtain like the Wizard of Oz. Well, I got advice against the enemies to your cause, but you might have to hairline fracture a law. I don't wish them bad, but I don't wish them no good. Like I hope your car never break down in my hood. It's gentrified now, so you will be fine. But people get murdered in nice places all of the time, and everybody knows that, cause they finished my line. And these motherfuckers don't even rhyme. Shout to the people that were shot from behind. It feels different when you finish the climb. At the top, when you pick the knives out of your spine, you appreciate the lesson and the design, and you thank the ancestors and the divine. And you survive and continue to shine. I'm not gonna tell you how much time you have left. I'ma just tell you the clock is ticking. So appreciate what the fuck you have. Cause pretty soon, you ain't gonna have. Get the fuck ready.
Get all your videos ad-free and watch uninterrupted. Try YouTube Premium on us.
This is only built for Uzis and bricks, shooters with sticks, cruising through the brutal abyss. My maneuvers are slick, young Bessie forever maneuver, cougars and milks, the usual filth, battery wipe, removing your milk, Bolivian flake, bring me your cake, see me your grape, ballad from the times of Neil Diamond, bring me the tape. Islands in the stream, violence in the streets, compete in Miami, Mac 11's got me the fleet of villains and creeps, words a treat, everything superb, supreme, swirl the beam, check your bitch, your girl's a fiend, the greatest endeavors, my TV Scarface is better, sipping martinis, poolside in Arabian weather forever, my trip is Ocean Pacific, ultra addicted, put the coke on the nip up the twisted scope on the pistol now, life is cheaper than a taco over here, Papa, you not Chapo, you could get your fucking head chopped off, pal, staying paid in full, always make me smile, so it's fuck you pay me now until they lay me in the ground, Goon General, move the crowd, celebrate the town, levitate the throne, elevate the crown, staying paid in full, always make me smile, so it's fuck you pay me now until they lay me in the ground, Goon General, move the crowd, celebrate the town, levitate the throne, elevate the crown. I turn calm into chaos like a shark attack. Drive by with the shot, it can blow your fucking car in half. Swimming pool shootouts in front of bitches and bathing suits and palm trees. Like they weren't got in front of me 5 keys. Gold rim Gazelle, high bobbing, goggle optical. Ran up and shot the dude, Shrammy popping like Shabba-Doo. Electric boogaloo, my Draco click clack like hookah boots. Spit hollow heads like polluted wolves. Loaded baby llama, Tommy Bahama shirt. I shot the lobby first and dipped in the Ferrari like a Bobby shirt. great moving beard, superhero tier zero. Here we go, heavy duty shooters cruising with heavy chrome. Mandalorian, banana clip extend like an accordion. They clap at you like an applauding audience. Any surgeon goes to go elected at the kitty. Young James Gandolfini crashed a gray Lamborghini. Stay a paid in full, always make me smile. So it's fuck you pay me now until they lay me in the ground. In the ground, goon general, move the crowd, celebrate the town, levitate the throne, elevate the cloud. Stay paid in full, always make me smile. So it's fuck you pay me now until they lay me in the ground. In the ground, goon general, move the crowd, celebrate the town, levitate the throne, elevate the cloud.
Yeah. Billy. Billy. Billy, how it gets so ugly? Heavy Metal Kings. Brooklyn, New York. Look. Yeah. Look. A real set of eyes see through the disturbance. More honored than the breach in the observance. This a bill of land, we in the service. He I'm Malik, and we all in service. Your man is acting iffy and he nervous. He looking like he slippery, he was surface. This a 550 with the thermos. A fully loaded clip and a rip through the epidermis. Philly the city, Pennsylvania the state. I'll be late to Graziano's, homie, save me a plate. I was looking for a 45, gave him a crate. And a macho with the flair, WrestleMania 8. The Persian Emperor, the Shah. 10 toes down between the water and the sky. No mercy, surrender, but no fair. You can't make a silk purse out of a soul's head.
Supreme,
stupid.
Supreme magnetic, magnetic, supreme magnetic. Supreme magnetic, magnetic, green grab, get it. Supreme, supreme magnetic, magnetic, supreme magnetic, supreme magnetic, green grab, get it. I break bread, beats at 100,000 in Bitcoin. Chips ahoy, break it down like a brick of boy. Off the Silk Road, let's go. Get your shot quick for a MetaMask, wallet the crypto. Matter of fact, I take a chain to blaze through, stay true, stay brutal. My main goons, duro to uno. Fuck out of here, my shooter name Vladimir. Speak no English at all, the rock prodigy.
We covered. Get the matzah from a Haitian oven. Baker's dozen. I know why you're driven like I ate something. Make it public. My own building like the stock exchange. Dune buggies in the desert, silk out the range. Hit you like Cleo from Dead Prez. Blood farming the barge is death threat. Calicos in the headrest. Doggy fresh and Averex sweat. Blood on the bedspread. Young Dykeman. Fabricate rolls. Then back to Hempstead.
Supreme, supreme magnetic. Supreme magnetic. Supreme magnetic. Magnetic. Green grab, get it. Supreme magnetic. Supreme magnetic. Supreme magnetic. Green grab, get it.
Anybody can get laid. I mean, that's why I said 3 women. Each one gives you what you want, not just the lay, the companionship of being held when you're sleeping, or you holding her. You know, can't get that from. You can't get that from playing the guitar. You know what I'm saying?
Some people can.
I don't know anybody who went that much, that high, where a guitar made him come. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Yeah, right. But so like a black girl for 2 days, a Hispanic girl for 2 days, and a white girl for 2 days. And on the 7th day,
jerk off.
No, you pray to your higher power. Man.
Listen, paying $14.99 a month for a streaming app and $9.99 a month for a music app and $12.99 for a fitness app and more money for a bunch of other apps, that really adds up. So why not get YouTube Premium?
We back. Thought it was over, stupid? Never. Twinning.
You're always fucking late. You're late for your own fucking funeral.
King of the projects, he broke the walls down. His crib was both apartments, double living rooms, shiny under both couches. Schwarzenegger endeavor, sexual crazy forever. A studded glove made of Mediterranean leather. Bitches in every bed, incidents involving system rhymes, kitchen knives, slime, get your bitch in line. Make a shit fat enough it like a savage does. Walk up to the biggest bing bong bing, stab him up. When guns blast, blood splash, ass the front. The plug had a mustache like Captain Crunch. Young Pesci Pompadour, El Mágico with the cowboy hat like Pablo Moore. Speak across the street, coca products and tokenomics, so ironic. It's ultrasonic how I smoke the chronic. Pistolero, call me Billy Bolero. Barrel wrapped in aluminum foil like a meatball hero. Oh, you better smarten up, what you know's not enough. Bottom up, saw the shot in your half, shot him up. You better smarten up, what you know's not enough. Light him up, pour the body and laugh, you out of luck. You better smarten up, what you know's not enough. Bottom up, saw the shot in your half, shot him up. You better smarten up, what you know's not enough. Light him up, pour the body and laugh, you out of luck.
Fucking shitting me. Yeah, we back. Big Brooklyn shit, yo. Gorilla Twins ethos. Bing bong. Yo. Don't ever in your life disrespect it. I'm on Jamaica Bay getting brain riding jet skis. Paper coming hefty. Keep my money in my right pocket cause the devil was a lefty. See, and if I was you, I wouldn't trust me. Catholic school uniforms, I rock the husky. Shorty, you kinda dusty. I know if we fuck, that pussy musty. It must be. I know your mother, she a custody. Gave her credit when she was sick and now she loved me. Now we getting awards and setting up tours. My Averex in 98 was better than yours, that's a factory. Took it back and put the battery. Walking up and down Mermaid, who wanna battle me? You don't know no rap as hard as us. Put the barrel to your forehead, you better smarten up. Know the fucking vibes. Gorilla Twins is back. Like we never left, stupid. Brooklyn. Yo, Bill, let's get it.
Full-on FBI-involved shootout on the streets of Canarsie Saturday. Video shows ambulances and police everywhere.
Once upon a time in Canarsie, my name's Billy, I grew up where sharks be. Once upon a time in Canarsie, my name's Billy, I grew up where the sharks be. Over here, the goons will cut your fingers off for a diamond ring. But Jesus survived in the projects to die a king. And even more humble than that, just to buy a crib. I can remember always wanting that when I was a kid. Places where I always lived in the projects. But she died, my Uncle Harry inherited her apartment. It was cool at first, the OG Tony moved in. A Hell's Angel, the great guy who used heroin. Used to sell me and my friends butterfly knives and nunchucks. Switchblades and fireworks for a quick buck. But just as quick as he appeared, he was gone, found him dead in Harry's apartment with the syringe in his arm. Around the same time, crack was the new drug. My uncle's new love. Within a month, he was the new drug. Until the night he nodded out, shooting dope, wild cookie coke. The stove top exploded, choking from the smoke. The flames everywhere, and then he heard the fire trucks. That confusion situation still high as fuck. 6-story window, seen a firefighter climbing up, pointing to the trampoline below, saying time to jump. Once upon a time in Canarsie, my name's Billy, I grew up where the sharks be. Once upon a time in Canarsie. My name's Billy, I grew up where the sharks be.
Red spot builds, testament jeans on the block. Like Joey Ryan blew his brains in the caddy over for thought. Guarino mask cards holding a skateboard in a knot. We all vacant ones. They whack Patty Tester in the shady lot. Canarsie Artie with the pipe bombs aiming at SWAT. Decepticon shattered Gabby's knees over some Asian pot. Jamaicans with the grenades on lock. Sell you a baby Glock. Somebody wet shot in front of Billy's building oozing. Pop was Cuban, King's Plaza goons on boosters. Floaters at Broadway Junction before hippies and Ubers. 4-pound heroes from Milk Farm. Provolone and prosciutto. Semolina dipping the oil, Zucchini heavy in suits. Booker robbing bitches with their door knockers. I was up in Lemoore with Speed from Destruction, sipping the vodka. I ran the deli on every sandwich, I made $1.
Let's beat it, Canarsie. Once upon a time in Canarsie. My name's Billy, I grew up where the sharks be. Once upon a time in Canarsie. My name's Billy, I grew up where the sharks be.
I refuse to lose the vision. I used to smack child molesters and take their food in prison. I guess them last couple hits got him. He's bleeding to death, having a seizure, and my bro walked up and pissed on him. Guards coming, OG got life, so he gon' take the rap. When we got out, we smoked the bowl toe, that's how we paid it back. Bad work, I had to take it back. The plug was taken back, but he knows I'm official tissue, and everything I say is facts. Get your bros involved, ask around, we'll smoke them all. I reach for my gun, you reach for phones to call. Now look at my catalog, I own it all. Still put 500 on half a John and zone it all. These other rappers never felt the bird. The state couldn't charge conspiracy, they couldn't prove I sent the word. So rest in peace and you can rest assured. The pain never felt this pure. Tell my enemies to check the score.
Shooter run up in your crib screaming yalla yalla. He look Palestinian, you but he from Guatemala. Bench place in the pot, the stakes high as fuck. Get your face shot the fuck off after they tie you up. Shooter run up in your crib screaming yalla yalla. He look Palestinian, you but he from Guatemala. Bench place in the pot, the stakes high as fuck. Get your face shot the fuck off after they tie you up.
Strategize with ghosts, took an oath to keep them disguised. Fraternize with ghosts, patternized secrets and lies. Shattered rising hopes, hell and heaven's equal divide. People weep at the stars we put to sleep in the skies. Steel sharp and steel, you can feel what we can devise. Cuts deep like betrayal from these leeches and lies. That's life, not sunshine, peaches and pies. Creatures with knives, street sweepers and beef of all kinds. A fork in the road, when and put your feet to the fires. Arms too short to reach for the skies. From the beginning of time, do what we must so we can survive. Perhaps I'm only just preaching the choirs. I've been known by many names to foes and adversaries, but those I had to bury were no just average everyday Joes. This is life and death overcome, freedom in jail. Beat the system, bleeding and eating, I meet them in hell.
Shooter run up in your crib screaming yalla yalla. He look Palestinian, you but he from Guatemala. Bench place in the pot, the stakes high as fuck. Get your face shot the fuck off after they tie you up. Shooter run up in your crib screaming yalla yalla. He look Palestinian, you but he from Guatemala. Bench place in the pot, the stakes high as fuck. Get your face shot the fuck off after they tie you up. A man waiting for God to do him a favor, he's still infatuated with foolish notions that he could rule the globe and kill Satan. We need an exorcist, everyone's possessed here. Breathing the desert mist, I feel the presence of Koresh here. Bazookas in the air, lose you with Lucifer's prayer. My wolves are prepared for any voodoo that you declare. Shooters are no bueno, zooted off of the Gorgano. Chop the fentanyl equal to stiff and pure Drano. Make it stretch like a limousine, cut it like a guillotine. Get him high but not so high, it kills the fiend. Return clientele's very customary. Custies busting cherry on the shit and run back in a hurry. I couldn't trust a syllable of something that you said with you. I gotta have eyes in the back of my fucking head. The lowest vibrational level of respect is murder worthy. That should put a bullet in you dead.
This is anger, madness. This is anger, madness. This is anger, madness. This is anger, madness.
Yeah, I know what anger is. I be pissed off often. It's the dark side of the mind. Proceed with caution. A total loss of control can feel awesome. It's a rush. Imagine what Mike Tyson releases for each punch. You can feel his anger through the TV. People relate with the day do it. They punch their neighbor in the face, screw it. It happens every day. Road rage, angry teeth with shotguns. Shoot up the place, shoot over lane. People kill each other over nothing. Imagine the level of anger that would take the cause of destruction. Not very much. All they have to do is push a button. An hour later, the entire planet cooked to nothing. Try anger management now, that shit don't work. It only made me more pissed off and more of a jerk. Fuck out of here, you could get laced with the fame. And if I get angry enough, you can spray with the AK.
This is anger, madness.
You're quite hostile.
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 Enter the center of death and insanity. Massive anarchy and casualties where the anger breathes. A UFO floating in zero gravity. I'm the anger of humanity. I make your planet bleed. Vaporize you, fade away anxiously. I make you drink a Gatorade, mix an antifreeze. Sometimes I'm just a hot-headed angry creep. Shoot you from a block away. Thanks for the fancy beams and the fancy guns. Light you up. Smash your teeth with gasoline and light you up. Run the bun, you slice you up. Spit roast you over open fire, spice you up. Turn your fucking head into a Jesus piece, ice you up. Not the type of guy you trust, tie you up, torture you slowly to make sure you die enough. To make sure you cry enough before I send you to the pearly gates flying up.
This is anger, madness.
You're quite hostile.
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 Only one thing will be able to destroy them. An even greater team of superpowered foes. Yes, a veritable army of the most deadly villains alive. And by skillfully manipulating my high-frequency emotion charger, I can fan the flames of hatred in the heart of every evil menace in existence.
My mind is trapped in the prison of acid vicious massacres, witches, apparitions, smack addictions, maggots coagulated black syringes, black magic wizards with Mac-11 pistols surpass actual physics, sharper than glass, shattered to splinters, tested to burn in hell, eternally to dash a cinder, or to forever dance in the savage avalanche of winter. Offered this fucking hand happily, blood splattered on his entire fucking family ecstatically. Shooter spray the pores, superstitious fatal thoughts, control hollows at you, both on my shoulder like table saw. Black army jacket, shrunken head, carny magic, grimy savage, feed you to the poor like a salami sandwich. Gangsta party ballads, La Copa karate anthems, Canarsie block party stabbings on the body cameras, pillows and Percocets, learn to best, purple cassette versus a death, swerve and connect. Oh, damage incorporated towards the place. The palaces are all the same, burnt to the ground or just a wall of flames. Saber-tooth smiles, crocodile teardrops. Twisted sacrificial rituals to weird gods. Snipers proceed through banana clips and clear shots. Posted up in foxholes, singing military songs. Catch you while you asleep. You never know when you're crib with so many guns. The beams resemble UFOs. Whoa! I always root for the villain. Deep down, he a hero. He don't know what he doing. Whoa! I always root for the villain. Even my grandmother loved all them shooters and killers. Oh! I always root for the villain. Deep down, he a hero. He don't know what he doing. Whoa! I always root for the villain. Even my grandmother loved all them shooters and killers.
Let's get it. Raw shit you ever seen. It's the kerosene. Self-made shit out the Everglades by the Evergreens. Fuck the cheddar dreams. Pocket stay forever green. Neighborhood looking like a clip from a Beretta scene. Black exploitation cinema. This my ghetto theme. Loyalty, honesty, the dynasty with two pillars. Scale in the room, tilt the move with balloon fillers, tomb fillers. No mercy, do you dirty, they dome builders. Working ceilings of Cancun villas. All we gotta do is remove filters. Bone chillin', my life stories are gory and strong language, a new thriller. Got some warehouses and field distillers. Billie Holiday arm hooker stoned out. I keep some cute Wilmers. Rob broomstick, more wicked than Broomhilda. Proof in the pudding, got the footage. I'm the new Pilger. Bag of coca fuel Miller, she letting dudes film her.
Yeah. We push it to the limit. Sweet Pea in his prime, putting on the clinic. My OG sturdy, he was pushing from a quick. The lone wolf ugly in the Audemars squishy. 357 Magnum dump. I'm leaving body parts scattered. It's a scavenger hunt. There's bodies everywhere. Look, they will not stop the barrel. I'm coming for the bag, Paul. Lock, stock, and barrel. It was lonely on the ad. Afghan anti, so we get your head. I'ma have to put another boulder in the bag. FDP 9, throw it in the jag. I got a mop that'll kill safe. 98 shots, bump stock, and I'm still waiting. It's cold outside, hiding from the hook. Fuck about my face, Paul. I ain't trying to talk stupid. Yeah. DJ Muggs. Yeah. Billy. William Cutty. Pazienza G-Rap. Go. Heavy metal kings. We not playing around out here. Billy. Stupid. G-Rap. The GOAT. The greatest. Billy Idol. William Cutty. One of the best ever, Billy. Billy Ocean. We still here. My brother. We still here. Raise the gates.
Listen to Chill Hop with your screen locked and study uninterrupted. Try YouTube Premium on us.
Ha ha! Listen.
Static Selector.
Yeah.
Ничего невозможного
Rest in
нет.
peace, Biggie Smalls and Tupac Shakur. But if the DJ play Anna, yo, we starting to brawl. Rest in peace, the Big Pun and Sean Price. But if the DJ play Twins tonight, I'm starting to fight. Rest in peace to ODB and JMJ. If Brooklyn Zoo gets played, I'm punching y'all in the face. Rest in peace, MF Doom and DJ K Slay. But if they play Protect Your Neck, I'm bringing the pain. Listen.
whether it's for the club or the system. I only fucks with that hip hop that make you clench them fists, grit your teeth like you're here to start beef. Screw face like you mad when you hear a hot beat. For example, first time I heard Rock the Bells, shit hit me in the head like a shotgun shell. Had the same feeling when I first heard Top Billin'. Same shit happened when I heard robbing and stealing. Same scrunched up face I could keep naming more. Lost my mind when I heard friendly game of baseball. Not only was the beat hard, so was the lyrics. I can name 1,000 more joints with similar spirit. Take you back from space and time, rewind and revere it. Make you lose your fucking mind every time that you hear it. That's the only kind of hip hop that make me smile. On the inside though, cause this break beats foul. Rest in peace to Big L, rest in peace Fife Dog. If they rock scenario, we starting to brawl. Rest in peace to the Guru, rest in peace Sean Price. But if they play Dwick tonight, I'm starting to fight. Rest in peace to Pimp C, rest in peace Prodigy. If they play Bob Deep, someone gonna spark beef. Rest in peace Eazy-E and the Bismarck Key. But if they play Fuck the Police, I'm thrown with these. Listen, haha, yes. Ill Bill, aka the cult leader, aka Billy Ocean. Another Sunday at the tunnel. Fuck around and get your chain snatched from you. Ha ha.
Well, not much else over there.
You know when the time is right, everything in sight, man. One hand over the other, man. Both lost the face and the body, man. Shit is all drip, sauce manicotti. Talk to him. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo.
They say our life and our death has already been written in the book. Our destiny set, hanging like fishes from a hook. So say our fate's already predetermined. The way some people are saints and other people are vermin. Travel colossal, learn anything is possible. Until my daughter was born, I was mad, irresponsible. But now I'm organized, comfortable in chaos. And sought the Lord of lies to humble you in your seance. Paid the cost to be the boss. Only book for Cuban links like rain ghosts. I be sprayed to toast. Point blank brains, played your ghost. Like your brain stain your clothes. Praying for Satan to come reclaim your soul. Indulge in defense smooth like Swiss chocolates. Run in your crib, my shooters never miss targets. Listen to these voices, the serenaders. In the darkest of hours, the letters don't be the greatest sister. Cry sounding like they crying from beyond the grave. I walk through the valley of death, but I'm not afraid. I can show you how to adapt at any time of day. Or I can sort of shot of your hat and blow it out your brain. Skull and bones, don't Geronimo skull. Jump out the window in pursuit of an anonymous foe. Institutes of the lies waters explode. Lying naked in the coffin like they father before. Oh, cups running over with the blood and cobras. 100 degrees smolder, murder make the summer colder. Cups running over with the blood and cobras. 100 degrees smolder, murder make the summer colder. I used to write rhymes in my mom percenter. 88 crack era. Ill rhyme inventor. Foreign bitches named My Allegra. What's up, baby? My Allegra, major paper agenda. My agenda, the dark skinned nigga Tesla. I apply the pressure. Off the no bullshit series, who really had text in their dresser? Came to shot at my brethren. The best lesson is a pay lesson. No question, abundantly. I create more of a sort of break bread, Sodom and Gomorrah, Audi Max sprayer. Yeah, I know the aura. 2-5, supreme order, get the raw in at the border. Leviathan, don't be trying him, blood sport. When I spit a quote, cut your life shorter. Yeah, who fly then? First you don't succeed, nigga, try again. Predatorial predator, ski mask carnivore, homie, what you reppin' for? Mikey hit the beef, everybody on the floor. I'm taking everything until an angel sing. I deprive rappers of oxygen, reduce their blood count, hit the boost, then I black out like back in the Mac out. Billy got me back in the trap house. I want all the mills and the stacks out. Let's get all the cap and the facts out. That route, drilling is Queens, and y'all know what that's about.
I treat him right like Chuck Rock with the flamethrower. Game over like Biz and the Koofy Cables and Range Rover. G-Rap is the first to rock when it has some videos. His rappers and shitty flows go to dinner with criminals. He up lost minimal, goon cinema, every syllable. Every winter my plug stock minerals and pop genitals. Rock stars, muscle men's and heavy bombers. Trigger squeezers, Frank Costello with made armor. Young Lucchese and gray face plates. I stage horror, keep it peace like Brother J and Kane's barbers. Insane in the membrane, God bodies to Hebrews. Farragut Road, the leaders. I graduated from weed school. Keep it peace, dude. You don't want the vendetta. We trendsetters, heavy in the special ed in the red cheddar. Like Eddie Vedder, face stomped by Fenris. Forward possessed kids, jail numbers equal to 10 bids. I treat them right like Chuck Rock with the flamethrower. I treat him right like Chuck Rock with the flamethrower. Game over like Biz and the Koofy Cables and Range Rover. I treat him right like Chuck Rock with the flamethrower. I treat him right like Chuck Rock with the flamethrower. Game over like Biz and the Koofy Cables and Range Rover.
It was Roxanne at the Red Parrot. Copped the gold rope off of Canal Street that was under 10 carats. My philosophy was the same as Chris Parker. MCM to the side with a Nick starter. Bopping down Fulton like I was the Fonz. Witness the union of the snakes, Simon LeBon. Playland at Times Square was hiding the runaways. Violence through the eyes of Laura Mars. Fade Dunaway. Crackheads kept their weight up with chocolate nutriment. Running up at King's Plaza, gunning and boosting shit. You got Vic in the back of the 6 train. 98.7 Kiss had programmed the kids' brains. Scott Wild and on and out of Tompkins Square. Building in Bronx River, all the gods was there. For the fallen Sugar Shaft and Lord Mike Ski. I was small, but I was trying to wipe Sweet Tea.
I treat him right like Chuck Rock with the flamethrower. I treat him right like Chuck Rock with the flamethrower. Game over like Biz and the Koofy Cables and Range Rover. I treat him right like Chuck Rock with the flamethrower. I treat him right like Chuck Rock with the flamethrower. Game over like Biz and the Koofy Cables and Range Rover.
Before the BDP conflict with PM Dawn, around the time Cypress Hill dropped the Funky Phil one. I used to wake up every morning, see my crew on the block. Every day we shoot another porno movie, why not? Baby goons flash dancing with hand cannons until somebody splashed at them, banging their drums like Alex Van Halen. Boy George Orion, Supreme Magnetic, Green Crab, Gator, Fitted Cats, Ski Mask, Madness, Music Medicinal, Advanced Therapy for Dope Boys, influential to all like Eric B with the Rolls Royce. In other words, official in rap, with the stupid dookie link and the fisherman hat. Battled anybody I could, if you wanted I would. From Best Side of Brownsville to Canarsie in my hood. It's $1 billion bill, aka mind your business, aka the white Chuck Rock, homie, hide your bitches.
I treat him right like Chuck Rock with the flamethrower. I treat him right like Chuck Rock with the flamethrower. Game over like Biz and the Koofy Cables and Range Rover. I treat him right like Chuck Rock with the flamethrower. I treat him right like Chuck Rock with the flamethrower. Game over like Biz and the Koofy Cables and Range Rover.
Oh, Nicky, I thought you was laying.
Laying? No, I'm taking it upstairs.
You sure?
I'm positive.
I'm a little confused.
You look confused? Maybe if I stick your fucking face through this window over here, like, you'll get unconfused. Who the fucking money?
Something ahead of me.
Yeah, I know. That's why you had it ready. You thought I was fucking laying it?
Fucking head.
Fucking head, huh? Smart enough around, homie.
Fuck a yacht club, we board apes with shotguns. Collect the more, we paint your fucking walls, ox blood. Diversified from play to earn NFT games to weed strings. Let me get your MetaMask seed phrase. Y'all wavy your gravy, I'm in delirium. Currency encrypted to 50x my Ethereum. Fucking 100x's on every investment. Only the best shit, that futuristical next shit. Not only hustle hard, but we hustle smart. Russell Basquiat, yeah motherfucker, I hustle art. Dead fellas locked up in my ledger wallet. Mr. Diamond Hands, throw away the key, forget about it. The flow of the alpha be numerical. The low Impala be convertible. The way the dope pile up be vertical. Be careful though, but gold ropes and diamonds, they will murder you. Fuck is you even thinking about? If I was you, I'd be sticking my pistol up in their mouth. This ain't casino, this is real life. This is not a game, fuck around, there's a real price. Fuck is you even thinking about? If I was you, I'd be sticking my pistol up in their mouth. This ain't casino, this is real life. This is not a game, fuck around, there's a real price.
2 tears in a bucket, OD mag inside of a basket. Just get attached it, hit that ass with metal fragments. Bastard, you get fucked around and drag quick. Yeah, the flow is overdose, it's so sick that it's COVID. Holocaust, that's what the era was. Ain't no capping, you know it's always all the facts. Yeah, Monty aura's enormous, y'all know the stats. Yeah, I'm type of mortal, kick the flow, y'all can't afford though. All in your torso, bite you like a cane corso. Yeah, my style and flow, right through the Verrazano. T-O-N-Y, symbolic signs, crimes lost in time, no. Let's rewind slow, motion make the money flow. For every line I wrote, Mom take a better dough. Master my quotes, honest, I promise never to touch the ropes. My confidence level overdosing, promise to blow 'em. Gorilla Mad Queens crying for that, y'all be knowing.
Diamond studded, these lines is rugged. All these underground clowns frown cause I climbed above it. Look down when it's time to judge it, they build. These crimes I covered is lucrative chaos. Niggas are hardly practice looking for answers, but a shoot for the playoffs. You got that work so my shooters won't lay off. Taking no days off. A day one supporter is now looking for payoffs. Used to be tantalizing, ransom rhyming. With no chance of signing, hustle grams and grinding. All they did was hand them rhyming. We ain't have a stinger to warm the water, performing torture. Slamming dominoes, watching Law and Order, then call my daughter, locking in herself for a fade. That'll be sure, slaughter toward the floor. Now I take flights to lay out in Bora Bora. You ain't never seen a price. I pay it every chance I get it. You live that casino life, just go ahead and gamble with it. Friend or foe, I think you should know I deal with the opposition. Plots is twisting, hitting them up. I'm trusting that pockets listening.
Are you dead? Fuckers, you talk about Willis, it's illest, the village, the realest, the militants. Wonderful day for a funeral, zip up the body bag, why you so good at this? 24 hours, we through the roof. Rumble for power, maneuver through until you're tired of my shooter shoots. Gotta get down in the shooter, you shoot the booth. Fuckers, you talk about Willis, it's illest, the village, the realest, the militants. Wonderful day for a funeral, zip up the body bag, why you so good at this? 24 hours, we through the roof. Rumble for power, maneuver through until you're tired of my shooter shoots. Gotta get down in the shooter, you shoot the booth.
My body is different. Keep no karate is different. And then pass you the rock from Swisher. It's a lesson, just sit back and listen. Real rap, I ain't gotta be dissing. For the money, my mind on a mission. Got locked, made no funny. I thought to myself, like he gotta be snitching. And it's crazy the life that we live. In the film, still raising my kid. Can't speak on the shit that I did. I still pray before leaving my crib. I eat, bro got dips. Can't wait till we get us a mention. Need bitches, bottles dancing. Oh, for me, an MO financing. Look, and I'm making it lit. Go with, I'm taking a trip. Tell Drewski to listen to this. Not a name dropping out of this. But they talking is making me sick. I'm a demon, it's hard to ignore. They be talking and talking some more, but don't wanna mention their mans on the floor. Better yet, skip that part. I'ma keep it cool and play it smart. Bad little bitch, I'm in love with her vibe. She be cool and back and play a part. Show me shit real, so I give her my heart. So they play with you, I let it spark. Fake love, she left for the part too real, so she kept it real from the start. I don't wanna get us off the block. That don't mean I don't carry the knots. Shit real, I still got ops. And for Lil Bro, I never stop. Jet Blue, free my pops. Free Yachty, he's selling the rock. Bro, don't even like using the phone for a wreck. Yeah, punch a nigga for a spot.
You talk about Willis with all them wild lyrics. Talking like you hard when you walk around nervous. Hate to see me smiling, pouring crown on my beverage. But I'm balling till my money stack as tall as Mount Everest. Goddamn. What you broke a Mount Everest, man? I'm showing out first. And the girls thinking I'm top 10. And I caught win. So I dropped in. I made it give me top on cam. You and not, you don't got options. Your friend said, whoa, homie, stop my him. This ain't gonna go like you thought I planned. Cause I ain't no joke. And you're not rocking. This is real life, far from a sci-fi film. Growing up, we had to fight the backyard like the wild card jam. From a town car stand to a 5-car ranked hotel. When a yacht eating wild card. Scram. Can you see it? It's a clear ticket. People in the rear view got a poor perspective. You get nipping your seconds, I disappear in join you. I don't want to join your network or record a record. Nah, as a boy was a coin collector, turned entrepreneur. My enormous network kept growing from an artist to a CEO. That's like going from employee to a board director. CT is an acronym for the clientele crew till they fasten the latch and hinges on the casket established since the mid-90s. To come up wasn't by accident. Nah, bitches get it tatted when I autograph the skin. A lot of rappers copycat it with a sad intent, but trying to sound like me. I'm the king, show respect to Michael Jackson, Prince. Yeah.
Fuckers, you talk about Willis, it's illest, the billest, the realest, the militants. Wonderful day for a funeral, zip up the body bag. Why you so good at this? 24 hours, we through the roof. Rumble for power, maneuver through under your town, and my shooter shoots. Gunning you down in the shooter, you shoot the booth. Fuckers, you talk about who are you? Trouble is all around you, the new if you done pay more attention to who is who. Even people you knew ever since you was two. Even the people you threw in your crew. This is the beautiful truth. If it's an eye for an eye and a two for a tooth, do what you do. Not everybody your friend, even your goons, who would've knew? Lie to your face with a smile on their face, that be their usual move. It be the ones that be closest to you that be wanting to slay you and play you out. Drive up right next to you, whip it the Uzi, say hi to you, spray you, then lay you out. Some of them do it with words, some of them do it with bullets and guns. Some of them pussy to pull on the trigger, some of them pull it and run. Some of them lie to themselves, they be thinking we don't see through the smoke. End up looking like fucking assholes, like a pre-shooting dope.
Let's get it, pop, with the Desert Eagle, bullet might be a dope. Yep, bag it bitch and put my dick right through a choke. Walk up to the bank teller and give her a note. Put the gun in her motherfucking face. Tell her living is dope. Nope. Not a day goes by, you can fuck with the twins. Best believe that if I fucked her, I could fuck her again. And none of these gunned ass rappers is fucking with Nims. Fat boy all up in the Denali, I don't fuck with a Benz. It never ends, you never was. We ain't friends, never love. I wouldn't even fucking dap you if we was in the club. You never win, we never lose. Coma or death, you could choose. You ain't even got no bitches, I only see you with dudes. Not to be rude, but you and your crew could suck a motherfucking dick. Might got a song that's hot here and there, but it can never fuck with this. I got more than that little putt-putt you drive right on my wrist. Nut in the mouth and give her some weed. She went home and gave you a kiss. It's L.
Fuckers, you talk about Willis, is illest, the billest, the realest, the militants. Wonderful day for a funeral, zip up the body bag. Why you so good at this? 24 hours, we through the roof. Rumble for power, maneuver through until you're tired of my shooter shoots. Gunning you down in the shooter, you shoot the booth. Fuckers, you talk about Willis, is illest, the billest, the realest, the militants. Wonderful day for a funeral, zip up the body bag. Why you so good at this? 24 hours, we through the roof. Rumble for power, maneuver through until you're tired of my shooter shoots. Gunning you down in the shooter, you shoot the booth.
My purpose is not to change your religion. My purpose is not to make you believe everything that I say. On the contrary, I'm the only one in the world that will tell you, listen to everyone, read everything, believe absolutely nobody, including me, including your mother, including your pastor, your preacher, your priest, your Uncle Bob, and anybody else that you can think of, unless you can prove it in your own research. Research, it doesn't mean getting a book off the library shelf and reading it and saying, well, he said it, so it must be true. Because I wrote a book, you see, and I'm telling you, don't believe me unless in your own research you can prove what it is that I'm telling you. Because this is the age of deception, and if you don't believe that, you might as well go home right now because you're in the wrong place.
The Grim Reapers amongst us, he be scheming to dust us. Living God and death and pain who don't believe in justice. So much hatred and envy, they don't give a fuck, they empty. Run up in the frenzy, empty in them heavy guns aplenty. Kill a man, show up at his funeral, hug his mother. Laughing afterwards, dummy thought you was his brother. Life is not a game, they will kill you for your chain. Run up on you in front of your seat to put one in your brain. Friendship is a lie, trust is a slippery slope. Snow has never been pure, they was always slippy coat. Watch your every move, every stand, every goon. Never trust a bitch, something that they ever say is true. Young killers approach you with smiles and evil thoughts. Pop the heaters off, snatch your jewels and leave a corpse. We in the hater era nowadays, it ain't enough to take your chain. Now they wanna put you in the grave forever. The Grim Reaper live in every violent soul. More rhyming than Grim clone with a smiling skull. Marathons of massacres, he be grinding slow. You go run, but when your time's up, it's your time to go. The Grim Reaper live in every violent soul. More rhyming than Grim clone with a smiling skull. Marathons of massacres, he be grinding slow. You go run, but when your time's up, it's your time to go. They'll take your life and leave a lot of pain. Some avoid earthly judgment and receive their punishment beyond the grave. Others receive it faster, they end up in the casket. What goes around comes around, speeding past it. That's just the universe's relationship to the earth. From the cradle to the hearse, from your birth to the dirt. Just became the best version of himself, just the time to die. Hope that his murder was burned in hell. Try making it out the hood, they won't let him know. Fucking crabs in the barrel, they won't let him go. Some of us hate ourselves more than we hate each other, yeah. We're all different, but our blood is still the same color. Some get caught slipping, others get caught lacking. Better hide your social security if y'all is platinum. Doesn't matter if you's a clapper, but the head trapper. Everybody's favorite thug, now you just a dead rapper. The Grim Reaper live in every violent soul. More rhyming than Grim clone with a smiling skull. Marathons of massacres, he be grinding slow. You go run, but when your time's up, it's your time to go. The Grim Reaper live in every violent soul. More rhyming than Grim clone with a smiling skull. Marathons of massacres, he be grinding slow. You go run, but when your time's up, it's your time to go. Street sweeping all of y'all. Right guy, wrong guy, you all die. God will have to sort you out, say goodbye. Peace be with you, be in pieces where heaters hit you. Piano player, play them keys for the people who miss you. Leaving the person headless, send their friends an urgent message. We savages turn German shepherds to murder weapons. Swerving left to serve vengeance with the worst intentions. Searches to purge the detrimentous from the serpent's essence. Venom squirts and emerges and burn and burst the menace. Learn your lesson. It's hard to reverse a first impression. You with discretion, be advised, give it your attention. Shooters with Desert Eagle 9, witness your redemption. We go from fisticuffs to pistols and guns. From little kids and shells to Christians, bitches and thugs. Indubitably, true indeed, my shooters agree. Just the Purple Heart victory maneuvers the breeze. These rappers be extra tough on the ground. In reality, he getting shot, robbed, beat up, and stabbed in front of their fam. Even their bodyguards get stomped, kicked in their face. And whoever rocking them jewels get thick for their chains. Over the social media, you got people glitching their brains. They even got Mike Tyson throwing fists on their planes. Sometimes you gotta leave karma in God's hands. Cause they will lock me up and throw away the keys if I spaz. Halfway crooks, they shook, better look twice. Better have eyes the back of their heads, they put a price. Can't win them all, but never cry over loss. Like shit that kills Spumoni, gotta own it for the sauce. Do what you hate to do, but do it like you love it. Discipline yourself and you can build a kingdom out of nothing. Indubitably, true indeed, my shooters agree. Just the Purple Heart victory maneuvers the breeze. These rappers be extra tough on the ground. If we die, then he getting shot, robbed, beat up, and stabbed in front of their fam. Even their bodyguards get stomped and kicked in their face. And whoever pocket them QLs, they vic for their chains.
Take your videos offline and watch uninterrupted. Try YouTube Premium on us.
You know when the time is right, everything in sight, man. One hand over the other, man. Both lost the face and the body, man. Shit is all drip, sauce, manicotti. Talk to him. Hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo.
They say our life and our death has already been written in the book. A destiny set, hanging like fishes from a hook. So say your face already.